pull up in here live. I had too many edibles last night. Who's that? Never on Sunday. Old Mac is live. Alrighty. You build them and they will come. Looks like I'm sitting in the shadows. Me in the shadow knows. Hold that, Michael. That's a big ass dimple right there. My jaws are starting to hang down. I got to get me some of that. I got to get me some of that preparation nature, put around my eyes so my skin will pucker up. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Let me take it off full screen here. I guess I could have combed my hair. That would take all the fun out of it, though. Let me see. I'll set the. I'll check the audio out here. I've never set the audio up on this before. Audio. Oh, I could go get my. Okay. Default microphone. Hello. Hello there. It's working. Yep, she's working. I'm back. No signal. Oh, signal not good. Oh, look like bad signal. Mm-mm-mm. Signal all gunny bag. Oh, now signal not half bad. We got two people watching. There's a little invite right here. I'll stick a little invite over there. Copy. Close. Paste. And that's all it takes. I got to make up for lost time. Oh, it's cold this morning. It is so cold. Let me see what my phone says the temperature is. I forgot about how cold it is. Oh man, my phone is almost dead. Temperature. Mm-hmm. 46 degrees. It just feels colder than that because it's raining. 70% chance of rain today. Humidity 92%. Wind 10 miles per hour. Air quality good. And let me see. Tomorrow's going to be 43 for a high. Well, hello. Who was that right there? There is Mr. Ray right there.
What up, old Mac?
Hey, buddy. I don't know if I've seen you since I've seen you, but I haven't had a chance to speak to you. So
No, you haven't, not since you've been gone.
it's been a wild ride. Every day we've been here, we've been out shopping and doing the things. Oh, it is so congested. Every inch of everywhere you go is just roundabouts. I just don't like them things. But
I know it. That's the future.
well, if you was down in the South there, redneck is one thing about it. He is the least courteous. Most of them will like go ahead, But
Yeah.
on the roundabout, the way it works real good, if everybody just follows the signs, everything works good. When you got one of them, I don't never go through that yield. I'll sit there and wait and see, make sure ain't somebody coming. Well, then that
Yeah.
stops the whole works,
Yeah.
We had a live show on with the boys last night. I stayed on here West Coast time. I think it's 12:30 or 12:45. Had a pretty good little bunch in here. Mostly the Australians, and OC was in here.
Okay. Well, we didn't see OC in our chat last night.
They have a bar there in Thailand.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Him and his wife.
yeah, they was pretty busy there.
Okay.
Yeah. He spent quite a bit of time with us, and he was going to take us on a tour of his bar, but the people here, my sister and them, they was ready to go to bed at 12:30.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and called it quits around 12:45, something like that. But there was a pretty good bunch, and I believe Dave, he was going to go riding there in Fremantle. He was on with us for a while. Did you have a good turnout last night?
Yeah, it was okay. We had a pretty good live for the most part.
Well, we didn't get back here till late last night, and when I got back late, our time, I believe it was around 10:30, which had been 12:30 your time. No,
Yeah.
you're 3 hours. You're three. It had been 1:30 your time.
Okay.
That's when we got on. That's when we turned the computer on. So didn't get a chance to check in. I did when you guys started it. I did text and let you guys know I was in there. So
Yeah. Yeah.
well, my co-pilot, A Claire, she does all my texting.
Okay.
That's when you see A Claire, that's Angelique.
Oh, okay.
That's her web page name. Probably wet weather. Is it there now, or is it
It's sunny.
sunny? Is it?
Yep. We had a pretty good last few days.
Well, I told Motobomb that if he knew of a way of having you to set up to run my system back there where you could use it till I got back. Because I can use my phone as far as going in, where I could check in through with the phone. But I told him explore the possibility of setting up so you could use. See, I'm using my sister's laptop, and even though I'm in my account, she's her picture shows up in the owner of the computer, So
Yeah.
but I think probably StreamYard, Motovon will probably figure out a way of doing it if you want to do that. That way you have access for at least till the first of the year.
Yeah.
Did you finally get over your numbers? Did you get the number you was looking for? You was trying to build your watch hours up or something other?
Yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely.
Well,
We're
it's
getting there.
of course it's slowed down here. I haven't had much opportunity to put nothing in, and I don't even know if these count or not. Does the live stream count?
Yeah.
On the people that watches them? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, 2-4. Good morning.
Oh, there he is. I didn't even see him sliding in over there. Hey, 2-4.
Yeah.
2-4. I introduced my sister to the boys from PEI, and she said she ain't never seen anything like that before. PEI, Ray, is a little segment, a little slither of land up there where 2-4 lives, Prince Edward Island. And there's a TV show that comes out of Prince Edward Island.
Okay.
A popular YouTube show. No,
Yeah.
it's on YouTube. It's
Well,
a series.
there's John, the retired rider. You know, he went and bought him a new bike yesterday.
The road, you got him a Road Glide, right?
Road Glide.
Is that the one that's got? Is that the one that's got the fixed fairing?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine trading the Road King in on the Road Glide? I'm just joking, John. I'm gonna give him hell about that.
Yeah, there was some famous guy said there's a sucker born every second. Let's put it this way: when they saw him riding by, they just went out like he's on. Oh, got him now. Had that hook right in his lip.
Yeah. You know, even though I'm a chapter member and I have to go to the dealer at times, I try my best to stay away from that place because Katie done said I cannot buy a motorcycle. And there's a couple down there, Road Glides I like, and it's like putting a kid in the candy store and saying, hey, you can't have a piece of candy.
Yeah, I got to imagine. Well, you've got everything paid off. See, somewhere along the line, somebody's got to have good sense between the two of you, you know.
Yeah.
Because left up to you, you go to the candy store just like I am about ham radio equipment. I've never seen a radio I didn't love, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what she keeps telling me. We got everything paid off. Let's stay that way for a little while.
Yeah, get a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah.
And you know yours runs good, so.
Oh, yeah, they run great. Yeah. I mean, I got Eleanor, you know. So.
Oh, hey, there's my buddy right there. Come on in here.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, 2-4?
How you doing, Ray?
We just woke up.
Just woke up. Jeez.
Yeah, we've been up about all night.
Uh-oh.
How you been doing, Mac? You've been laying low. We ain't hearing much.
Busy. Well, yesterday we had to put the tree up, got the tree up and everything. And then we made some shopping things and we got relatives coming in, and I think the daughter is going to show up today. She's got a cabin somewhere. They've been up at the cabin. They're avid skiers, you know, they like to ski. And they said they're going to, after they get through a busy day of skiing, the day they was going to come by and see me.
Oh, that'd be good.
They're going to try to work. They're going to try to work
up there, I guess. Did you?
Pardon me?
You had a good trip up there. I seen a couple of shorts. You seen a pretty hot Jeep. And...
You know, that guy blew the turbocharger on his engine. The flames came out and set his Jeep on fire. And of course, not knowing it was on fire, I would think, if a motor coach that big, it's going to have a big ass camera on the back.
A lot of them do. A lot of them do have reverse, but it probably only comes on in reverse. Maybe, I don't know. Depends how it's wired.
Oh, well, we did Yellowstone a few years back in a 40-foot motor coach, and it had cameras everywhere. In fact, it had like 80 leveling systems on it, where the computer constantly, like when the wind is blowing real hard and lean that motor coach over, that thing would make the motor coach ride level.
Yeah. That's high tech stuff.
Oh my God, the horsepower that thing had a lot of horses in it.
Yeah.
But you know what was funny, Ray? We got over there at the Yellowstone, and my phone that I had was Verizon. This ain't Verizon here, but it was Verizon. And in the Yellowstone, they had the contract that year for all phone services in Yellowstone. I had the only working phone. So they set up a hotspot and used my system here. And when we got through with that vacation over in Yellowstone, I had absolutely no, back in them days where you used to have so much, you'd buy so much usage on the, get so many gigabytes or whatever, we run it out. But it was good to have the only working phone up there.
Yeah.
We saw when we got over to El Paso, I guess 40 miles before we got to El Paso, you ride right alongside the fence, the wall, they call it. And dust from the time we got where we could see the wall, you could look out across the plains and see these big dust storms coming. And then all of a sudden it'd go across the road and you couldn't see nothing. Everything is dust from there all the way to the Mojave Desert up in Barstow, California. Pretty dusty trip.
Wow. You encountered some snow too on your way up there too, didn't you?
I was just talking to Sterling Will yesterday. So he was on the same highway I was on a day or two later. Yeah. When I was going through, we had snow up on all the peaks, and we drove up on the top of a lot of snow. And he just said yesterday that 58, he had to use his lockers in his truck on Highway 58. That's where we was at. 58 goes to Las Vegas. It goes out towards Las Vegas.
Did you stay in two-wheel drive the whole time, or did you end up switching to 4-high?
Two-wheel drive all the time. I don't have. Mine's a two-wheel drive pickup.
Oh, okay. I thought you had 4x4.
Oh, that would have been nice. I wouldn't have sweated anything. I would have came across the northern route, but we took the southern route because of all the snow at Gallup, New Mexico, Albuquerque, and Flagstaff. We went to Ray. I think you would have really liked this little place. You both have heard of Edwards Air Force Base. There's a town called Mojave. Yeah. And it's the gateway to Edwards. A lot of the people that work out at the base out there, they live in Mojave. And we went in that little town, and its whole town is built around the wind on those ridges coming up out of the Sierra Nevada mountains. Just mile after mile of wind farms. Well, I'm telling you, those things are running overtime.
Yeah. Quiet Sunday.
Yeah, it's quiet, all right.
Just the way I like it.
Yeah.
Well, John, have they got a report out of you how you like your road glide?
I don't think he got it home yet.
Oh, yeah.
Sometime this week, didn't he say? I forget what he said now. He said they were coming and picking up the 3 bikes and dropping his off at the same time.
Yeah, I think he's going to get out today or tomorrow and ride Road King for the last time.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't keep the Road King. They must have gave him quite a deal to get him toss it in the way he was talking yesterday morning. I thought he was going to keep her. They must have said some numbers he liked.
You had to.
That was a nice bike. Beautiful bike, and he's going to spend a lot of money on that new one, doing a lot of the same, the exhaust, all his Willie G stuff. He's going to want a breather. He's
Yep.
gonna want, like, it gets expensive. You want your hand grips, you want your certain mirrors. And I've done it. I've built a bike and then sold it and kicked my ass ever since. And
Yeah.
it's a terrible feeling once it's gone.
Yeah. I'd sell my wife while trading my bikes in. They don't argue with me.
No.
That's a sensitive subject.
I like my Road King just for the simple fact, like when we go to BAM this year, I can strip it down and put my solo seat on it.
Yeah.
And then if I want to go to Forgotten Angels, I can put the tour pack, the touring seat, and all the backrest, and all that back on it, and have a touring bike again.
Yep. Yeah. My Street Glide, I haven't had the wife don't get on the back of the bikes no more. Well, she hasn't yet with the Street Glide. She suffers from vertigo, so she's quite eerie about getting on the bike.
Yeah.
Don't want it to stir it up. She's had the last few years, but we used to ride a lot when I had the other bikes up until, what was that, 2017, 2018 when I sold them. But she has yet to get on the back of this one, so I don't have any backrest for it or anything. You can put it all on. I just haven't bothered to even price none of it because she got no intention of getting on the thing. So
Yeah.
I actually thought about pulling the rear pegs off it.
Yeah, that's what I do with the Road King when I go solo. I cause the rear pegs. I got the floorboard type ones.
Yeah.
And the son of a guns that hit me in the back of the leg. I like to have some that comes on like the Road Glide, the little thin one that folds up.
Yeah. When I had my Dyna Wide Glide, I rode most times solo with that, with just a solo seat on it and the rear fender bare. But then there was when the wife would come with me, I'd put the sundowner seat on and quick detach backrest and quick detach windshield. And
Yeah.
what's he showing us here?
Can you see? That's
camera.
At home. That's at home. If I don't know if you can see it, but you can. There's a cable going through my front wheel. I got one of those stainless steel cables. It's got my lawnmower even locked in there. I parked the motorcycle on the trailer, and then put the lawnmower next to the trailer, and then run my cable. So everything is there under the carport. You'd have to steal the whole entire operation.
You probably got a tripwire hooked to a shotgun in the trees, do you?
Yeah. John,
nobody come in that property and fool around. They'd figure you were home or sitting in the tree line somewhere.
Yeah. John said, "You're making me second guess myself." Well, it's too late now, John.
Yeah, sounds well. Ain't too late yet. He hasn't taken delivery.
Well.
Yeah, but yesterday morning when John put that video up, I was looking at that bike and I know what he was feeling. And just
Oh yeah. Hey, I do every time I walk into that dealer and get to looking at him, man. I want a new bike so bad that my wife said, how many more years you going to ride? You're already 64 and your health's going. I said, well, I don't know. She said, I bet you won't ride long enough to pay a new bike off. She said, well, so won't you just settle, just keep what you got and quit worrying about it. As long as you're riding, you're riding.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like I said, the best bike you can own, the best bike to own is the one that you own.
That's right, and I do. They're paid for. I don't owe a dime on them.
There's so much electronics on the new ones. That touch screen in the dash, and it operates everything. If that screen goes down, that bike goes down. And I don't know what they're worth, but I wouldn't want to know. To get out of warranty, that thing's going to fail sometime, on somebody. A lot of guys will say, "Oh shit, I won't own it that long. Who cares?" Well, you might not own it, but somebody's going to own it. Someone's going to deal with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's my mindset. I'd be real scared that even my bike, mine's a 2012, and it's got a lot of electronics in it that I wish it didn't.
Yeah.
I don't need it. It's a damn motorcycle.
Well, I might be wrong, and I hope I am, but being a mechanic.
There she is. You can't even see her.
Hey,
Angelique.
Hey, Angelique.
Hey. She's back in the shadows.
Yeah.
Did you
lurking
have
in the shadows.
Did you have a good trip?
Long. Oh.
But you know, being a mechanic, I work on a lot of cars with variable valve timing issues.
Yep.
So what's going to make this motorcycle do any different?
Yep.
You know, with the variable valve timing. I had a friend of mine. He bought one, kept it 3-4 weeks, took it back, traded it back for an older road glide because he said too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Charge
I
it.
can see that. No,
Well,
all I need
we-
is set. As long as the brake light works and I got something to listen to, whether it's an onboard stereo or I put some ear pods in and just listen to Apple AirPlay or what. I like my music when I'm riding, but other
Yeah.
than that, I don't need much for electronics. I don't even need goddamn signal lights. If they ain't on there, I don't care.
Yeah. That's me. When I'm out by myself, I like to just sit back and enjoy and listen to the music.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people say I don't like a radio. I just the pipes is my music, but I just like listening to it. It's just relaxing
Yeah.
when you're out just cruising.
I enjoy it. That or I'll put on a podcast of some sort, sometimes even one of your guys' shows and have that just playing in my ear while I'm driving.
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoy it.
John said, "That's it. I back it out now."
Yeah. That is one beautiful bikey butt, though. Damn, that's
It is.
nice.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Go ahead.
It is a nice bike. It sure is. But
I
he's
like
gonna
all the blacked out. I'm a fan of that lately. There's a lot less work to that blacked out look, and it
Yes.
looks sharp. It looks
Yeah.
damn sharp.
Yeah, chrome is so hard to get. It's a constant battle to keep a chrome bike clean. But well, this is just the beginning. When he gets the bike home, think of the thousands and thousands of dollars he's gonna be spending on it.
Yep. Yep. And it was already spent on the King.
Yeah.
Do you have true dual exhaust on yours, Ray?
Do what, Mac?
Do you have true dual exhaust on yours?
No, the only thing I did to my exhaust is I put the Cobra neighbor haters on them and pulled the baffles out. I still got the cap.
Yeah, mine's got the true
Yeah,
Reinhardt duals on it.
Now,
Yeah,
Brian,
that's what I've got too.
Brian, my buddy, they took a 24 Road Glide down to the dealer, and we had a Fury Fest. So they built the 131 right there in front of everybody, and it's got the 2-in-1 on it. Man, that's a bad. We rode yesterday. He was the road captain of the ride, and I shotgun right beside of him. But that's a sweet sounding bike, boy. That's something going to run.
Yeah, them 2-in-1 exhaust, they say gives you the best performance, and they do sound great. But
Yeah.
for me, I don't like to look at them. It looks funny to me. They should have an exhaust pipe under each bag.
Exactly.
It looks odd to me. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking yesterday behind them. I said, man, that looks funny with only one pipe hanging out.
Yeah, I find it does, but they do give the best.
I've got dual exhaust. I got true. Yeah, I got what you call true dual. I mean, it's two separate pipes.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
That's what I had on the other truck too.
Yeah,
I like that sound.
It came on the bike when I bought it. I kind of lucked out. It already had the Reinhardt True Duals on it, so
Okay.
I don't know what they're worth here today, but I know they ain't cheap.
Yeah.
On
I
that
know,
other track,
I know in
on that
Illinois,
other- go ahead, Ray.
I know in Illinois, I put Vance and Hines head pipes, and they're still not true duals, but I done away with the cat and all. It's basically it is, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cat
Yeah.
is a big hindrance to them V twins. I find I know a lot of guys have put on just a set of slip-ons on, expecting a big difference, and it really don't make
No.
that much difference. Pull the
no.
head pipe off and cut that cat open and beat it out and weld it flat back up, and then they got the performance out of their slip-ons.
Yeah, but we done away. Like I said, we put head pipes, everything on it, tuned it
Yeah.
and all. Eleanor, I know for a fact, if the guy wasn't lying to me in the Corvette, we were coming out of Florida several years ago, and I seen him coming up in the left lane, so I just kind of got on it, and I done pegged speedometer. I had no idea how fast we were running, so I stopped. Well, I slowed down and turned my blinker on, and pulled in. I needed gas, what I needed. And I reckon he turned around and come back. He said, "Man, that bike will run." Yeah. I said, it's pretty good. He said, "You know how fast we were running?" I go, "No, not really." He said, "We run 154 miles an hour." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yep." But now, if he, I mean, seems like he was telling me that I had to, I had no doubt not to believe him, but I knew the bike would run, but I didn't know it would run like that. But now I done gave it all the beans now. Wasn't no throttle left. I was just about.
Don't these baggers and stuff, don't they got speed limiters in them? Is that true or no?
Yeah, they do. But once you go there and reprogram,
Retune the bike.
Yeah, I got to retune the bike and cut all that out. That's what I did that with the Road King. I cut all that mess off.
Yeah, that makes sense. My bike was tuned. I don't know much about the tuning side of it. Mine was done with one of them orange Screaming Eagle boxes. It's married to the bike. I've never played with it. It came with it. Whatever tune is in it, I guess I can change it, but I don't know enough about computers to do that. So,
yeah, if you got the nerve on your bike just to hold the throttle wide open, it'll eventually hit the rev limiter. Yeah, but
yeah,
I don't try to abuse my bike. I usually don't even abuse Eleanor like that, but I was just feeling froggy that day.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to pop out of here, Mac. I just popped in. I seen you on. I just wanted to say hello.
Man, I'm glad you did.
Talk to you and Ray for a bit, but I'm going to pop out. I got a couple things here to get done around here, so I'll probably be lurking in the chat somewhere.
All right, 2-4. You have a good day, sir.
All right, good talking to you both.
The 2-in-1 exhaust, I learned in a hurry. When you route that back cylinder out across and come back and join in by right down below your feet there, I have burned up every pair of pants I've got. I've got a hole in the leg where even though there's a heat shield there, my pants would flap and get in the area where the heat shield wasn't and burn a hole right in it.
Yeah.
But they sure good.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't want to. Well, John, you sitting around commenting, jump on, buddy. Well, I mean, it's Mac's show, but.
Hey, we speak for one another. We're family.
Yeah, that's right. We are. I'm just downloading some footage from yesterday. So how's the weather there?
It's wet and cold. Started out yesterday at 34 degrees, and by the time it got up to 38 degrees, it was really nasty. The wind was blowing, rainy.
Okay, I know it started out yesterday at 44. Well, actually 40. But I put my little heated gear on because we had to meet at 9. But we had about an hour and a half ride down to Gray, Georgia. But by the time we got done eating, I started not to put it back on. But then we rode back to Monticello, which is 25 miles back up the road. By the time we got to Monticello, because Katie, she won't ride in cold weather, so she just met us down there in the truck. And she said, I need some gas. That's how much you got. She said, I got a little above empty. I said, well, you make it back to Monticello. I said, we're going to take Highway 11. We're going to go straight. Everybody else is going to go around the square and go back 212. Well, I pull in the Bolero station right there. No, she was nowhere to be found. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
where's she at? So I hit her up on her Life 360. She was down on 212 and 16 at the gas station. I called her. I said, you didn't see me go straight? I said, you didn't hear me when I told you we was going to take Highway 11 back home? Well, I was just following everybody else. So she said, I need gas. So I made my way down there, and she was already getting gas. I said, well, if I knew you was pumping your own gas, I'd have went on home. She said, well, you should have. You didn't tell me. You just said I needed gas. Normally she don't pump. She don't like, well, and it's my fault. I have spoiled her by always pumping her own gas. Because she'll come home and says, I need gas. So then I'll have to follow her up to Crows, and because I don't like driving her truck. She's a little short-legged.
Yeah.
Every time I get in her truck, she piles so much junk behind her seat, you can't push the seat back.
And another thing, her butt and your butt is different when it comes on the seat where you're sitting on the seat.
That
truck I'm driving, Ruth, was in that truck from the day it was bought new until she died. And
Yep.
she's got her little old butt wore out in that seat. She had a little old butt like that, you know, and my big old cheeks were trying to wall her in there, you know.
Yep. Yep. That's the way it is with my little Ford Ranger. Because I got an 03 I bought brand new. And the seat is formed to my butt. My back is, I'm comfortable in that truck. Now, her 03 Ford Ranger, she got when her aunt had to go into the old folks home. Her mama she was taking care of everything. So we bought the truck from her mama. It's a 03 Ford Ranger with about 21 digits different in the VIN number. That's how close them Ford Rangers was. T-Bone is in the house.
Yep.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, not much, T-Bone. How you doing today, sir?
Oh, just up moving around. I just wanted to check in with Mike. I went back and watched the live that you did last night, Mike. Pretty good live. Pretty good turnout.
Yeah, there was some lively OC came in, and I never see he was going to give us a tour of his bar, but here at the house where I'm staying, it was almost 1 o'clock, and West Coast time. So since I'm staying at their house, you mind the house rules.
Right.
I disconnected and went to bed.
Well, it was just good to watch a good drama-free live.
Yeah, we had Desert and Outlaw and I, we got to talk about his little town there, close to where he lives down there. I mean, he don't live right in town, but I let him know what I thought about Tucson. You know, all the roads and switchbacks and flyovers and stuff. It's a mess. And San Antonio, Texas is one of the worst places. I've been in a lot of big city driving. Like I've drove across the GW many a time. It pales in comparison to San Antonio, Texas. I mean, that is it's a nightmare. It's got so many overpasses, and if you're on the wrong lane, you're on like 6 lanes. 6 lanes wide there. One of those inside lanes dips down into another part of the country. Hey.
Yeah. So you recovering pretty good this morning, second cousin?
Oh yeah. Yeah, slept late.
Yeah, I slept too. I ended up having to leave out last night and go pick my son up. He was working a softball tournament for 12 and a half hours yesterday. So,
wow, that's a long day.
Yeah, and it's a boring day too on them tournaments because all you do is just go back and reset the field each time one of the teams finish. And then pretty well much you just sit around and eat hot dogs.
Hey, that's my favorite pastime, eating hot dogs.
Oh yeah. Is John still in here? I saw he was in the chat earlier.
No, he ain't said nothing here lately. I
Hey
told
John,
him,
hey John, that's not your Road King anymore, brother. Your Road King don't have true duels on it anymore.
It's
I'll
going
tell
to
you.
Well,
it's going to sound like a
he knows
moped.
he's outnumbered.
Yeah.
He knows he's outnumbered now. He's 2 Road King owners sitting on the screen.
Yeah. Well, somebody's going to be getting a nice Road King.
Oh yeah, that's a good looking bike.
Hey, ain't that the way to do it, old T-Bone? You let somebody else spend all the money and you get it cheap and enjoy it.
Listen, boys, I'm 47 years old. I have never owned a new car. I've never owned a new truck, and I've never owned a new motorcycle. But I've always owned good vehicles.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Well,
most people want a motorcycle. A lot of people who buy new motorcycles, and I know you're not like this. But once they get up there around 20,000, 21,000, 22,000, they start getting ready to trade them all for, 20,000 on a good motorcycle. Well, that's not even good and broke in yet. Because you've got Eleanor over 100,000 miles. So
Yep, over 102,000.
Plenty of life left on the bones.
I hope so, because I'm going to run it till the bone falls out.
Right. Yeah, I've been keeping up with you, Mike. I've been keeping up with your adventures on your trip out to Washington and watching all the stuff going on, burning cars down on the side of the road.
Yeah, that motor coach caught on fire in the engine compartment, and it came back and caught the Jeep on fire. And we were talking about this morning. Every motor coach I've seen, they've always had a big camera in the back. I mean, surely somebody should have been able to smell that fire. I mean,
well, by the time
so now was it? Go ahead, Ray.
I was just going to say, by the time they smelt it, it would have been too late anyway.
Oh yeah. So now, was it a RV that was pulling a Jeep behind it?
yeah, it was a nice motor coach. It's like the NASCAR guys drive. They're probably $100,000 up, maybe up to $1 million. His didn't look like $1 million. They make them over at Fort Valley, Georgia, Ray, over at the Bluebird Bus Company. Right across the road is Wonder Lodge. That's where they make those high dollar motor coaches.
Yep, been over there.
So he not only lost his motor coach, but he lost his other mode of transportation all in the same fire.
Yeah,
lost his motor coach and his Jeep.
He had his fire suppression in the coach on, but everything's going to be damaged, as you know. And
yeah.
So I don't know what to say. Obviously, they had only pulled over recently. I mean, the law had just got there, but
yeah,
they're all just standing there watching the thing burn. So,
I mean, at that point, that's about all you can do is just stand there and watch it burn.
Yep.
Yeah,
because we ran across years ago. Just a short story, but years ago, I used to be on the fire department. I was a volunteer firefighter for 18 years, and you would pull up and somebody's house would be fully involved. And the guy or lady or whoever on the house would come to you and they'd say, hey, just keep everything around it from catching on fire and just let the house completely burn down so we won't have such a big mess to clean up.
That's a good controlled burn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just do a controlled burn. Yep.
That's true.
Yeah, I've seen them fight fire, and I mean, totally wasted all the time. But it may be good training for them too. You look at it the other way.
Right. Hey, brown chicken, I'll see you in there.
There's a brown chicken. Oh, there he is, right there.
Hey, brown chicken.
But yeah, that's sad that he lost his. You lose your motor coach and your Jeep all in the same shot. which
Well,
I'm
he had-
sure he was very well insured. So
Oh, I'm sure. And those two other motor coaches there, he's going to have. His probably family may have already been in that other one. I don't know because I didn't see nobody else except the man and the cop.
yeah,
Somebody said, "How come you wasn't smart enough to roll your window up?" I said, "We wanted to get the best action video we could get."
well, that's sacrificing for the footage right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you fly through a flock of seagulls? Why do you drive through a flock of seagulls so I can get the best footage?
Yeah. When you go through a flock of seagulls, why do you always have a desire to look up?
Yeah. Yeah, God. I used to have a hat years ago, and then Ray probably seen them because they used to sell them over on the coast of Georgia, and it was always a black hat, and they would take white paint and put like bird crap all over it, and it said "damn seagulls" on it.
Yeah.
I wore one of those hats for years.
I
I
remember.
had a good friend, Ray, that was quite frolically challenged. And every time we went to a ham convention, he had a cap that had a wig that came down out from under the hat. And he looked like he had a full head of hair. And he'd be walking around talking to people. And every once in a while, he'd tip his hat and all that hair would come off everybody's hat. They would just go.
Oh God!
He was always full of.
You have to wonder. You have to wonder if he was doing that for joke,
Oh.
or did he forget that he was wearing a toupee?
Well, he shocked them,
I had a school teacher. I had a school teacher named Mr. Thompson years ago, and poor old fella. He was about 6'6". He was a basketball coach. Well, everybody in the whole state knew he was bald headed. We walked out on the football field one night one evening for a pep rally. That dang gust of wind came along, son. It grabbed a hold of that divot. It looked like a tarantula flying across the football field. Oh God. Oh God. He went and bought. He started putting Velcro on. They made those little old. Y'all probably seen them years ago. They used to make them little Velcro things that would stick to the top of people's heads.
Yep.
And they would stick the toupee to the Velcro. He started using those, and there was always about 1/8 of an inch gap at the back of it, and you could see his scalp under the toupee.
It's just more natural. Just if you ain't got no hair, you ain't got no hair.
Yeah, well, I keep mine shaved
yeah.
off. I've got a full head of hair. I keep mine shaved off. I can't stand having hair. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, Katie told me the other day, it's about time for a haircut to shave, ain't it? I said, I ain't trying to impress nobody.
No.
Tell her Christmas ain't over yet. You might still make a few bucks as a mall Santa.
Well, I thought about letting it go and do that next year because they make pretty good money in a couple of months.
Hey, starting at right just about this time of the year all the way through the end of December, you can make some pretty good. You might even buy you a nice used Harley out of it.
Yeah. I might go to Ohio and buy me a Harley.
Yeah, buy you a nice. I know there's a nice Road King sitting up there.
Road King, yeah, nice Road King.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Already done got the money spent on it.
Oh yeah, it's got true duals on it. Got a nice fairing on it. Got a tank bib on it.
Yeah, somebody gonna get mad and leave.
And it's all going to be washed and polished too. When you go over and look at it, it's going to be really.
Yeah.
No, they're going to detail that thing. It's going to be looking fine.
Oh, they don't have to. John keeps it that way.
And what shocked me, I kind of could have seen it going that he would trade the Road King and the Spider both. But when he said he traded his Kawasaki, the Vulcan, that kind of caught me off guard because he loved that bike. He just got done spending a bunch of money on that bike.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw him take it up to Warp Drive here a few movies back. He had to go out and take the old Vulcan out for a warp speed.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of caught me off guard when he traded that one in too. But he got 80% of his new motorcycle paid for, so
Yeah, I could, you know, one if he'd had one more motorcycle, he might could have traded 4 for 1. Even Steven.
Oh
Just
yeah.
think-
Well, you know when they saw that Road King come in there, she was salivating on that because the used motorcycle market is wide open right now.
Yes, and you know something? The used bikes are as much as the darn new bikes
Oh yeah.
down here where I'm
I
at.
was just I went down there to White Lightning Harley Davidson back in the summer, and you know I've got that 2003 Fat Boy.
Mm-hmm.
They had a 2003 Fat Boy sitting down there. You know what they were asking for that motorcycle?
Mm-mm.
$16,500.
Ooh.
That's a 24-year-old. That's a 21-year-old motorcycle. Because I
Yeah.
looked at the lady, I said, I've got the same one sitting out there in your parking lot right now. Do you think I can get 16.5 for mine?
Well, I'm not gonna, I got a friend that works down at the dealer, and we were talking about that one day. That's you know, y'all want new price for these used bikes. He said, well, the reason we do that, and I shouldn't say this, and I hope you ain't watching, is if people with any common sense is gonna pay a new price for a used bike, gonna buy a new bike and get it out of the door.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they get
And I could
they
see
get
that.
yeah, because they get more out of selling a new bike than they do a used bike.
Oh yeah. Well, you figure you pay 16,000 for a used bike, and there's a brand new one sitting right beside it for $4,000 more.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why
Hey,
they
that's
do
just
it.
smart business. That's
Oh,
just
it
smart
is.
business right there.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I would probably do the same thing if I had a dealership.
I would.
Yeah, I told Angelique, I said, we go up Redstone Arsenal, Redstone Harley up there in Huntsville. And I really, really took a liking to it, one of those new Tri-Glides, but it don't have anything else that mine don't have. It's got a bigger engine, but hell, this one goes fast enough to hurt yourself.
Oh yeah.
Y'all gonna be visiting any Harley Davidsons out there while you're there?
I don't know. Well, we come across the big one down in Tacoma coming in here, and it was lit up. Let me tell you, they had all the floodlights out there, and I think it's right by Fort Lewis. I don't remember what the name of it is, but if it's right beside the I-5,
Okay.
it would have been easy to get in there.
If you do happen to go to one, if you'll pick me up a poker chip, I'd be more than happy to pay you for it when I see you next time.
Where do you go in to ask them at the at probably over there at the reception?
They usually have them at the front counter is usually where they got them at.
Yeah, in the motor clothes. They're like $2, $3, some of them $4. But I mean, you know, if you do, don't stop just to buy one. But if you happen to go into a dealer, if you think about it, you know, and then when y'all get back home, we'll spend another day together.
Absolutely. Have you heard anything from Recycle Hooligan? Was he on with you last night?
No, Hooligan is. He said he's going to take a break. He's still putting his videos out, but
Oh,
now I think he was on with. Oh hell, that was more than 2 days ago. I can't remember. He was on with somebody one night. I seen him commenting because I commented, "Hey, Hooligan."
Yeah, that was on my Monday video. He always shows up for my Monday videos if I'm premiering.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, T-Bone.
Yeah, Hooligan's always here. Hooligan and Georgia Hillbilly are two that I always know are going to be right there, and Julie Smith.
Yeah, Georgia Hillbilly dropped in last night for a minute.
Yeah, I dropped in there, in the beginning, then I had to jump back out and pick him up from work, and then when I came back, the wheels kind of ran off of it, and I think that was one of the things that's bothering Hooligan. They was a little bit And
Yeah.
there's a little bit of a dynamic shift happening in some of these lives. And Ray knows exactly what I'm talking about because it kind of
Yeah.
happened last night live.
Yeah.
And kind of turned me off, to be honest with you. I think Hooligan's picked up on that before any of the rest of us did. And Hooligan ain't gonna hang around if there's anything that he don't like. He's just gonna step on out and go on.
Yep.
Because he's made videos about it before, but it's I would just caution anybody in these lives, which I love doing your lives. I love coming on to Old Max lives, but you start getting start getting the cliquish about it. You start excluding other people. You start getting on your soapbox. You got to be careful with stuff like that because you start isolating people and alienating people. And the next thing you know, you don't have an audience.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we was having some fun last night, but I think mine was mostly drugs talking. I ain't kidding you. We bought them little chocolate munchy things. I think I showed the pack of them yesterday. God Almighty! We stopped at this place and I told her, I said, "You go in and pick us up a couple of things," and she come out with a little tiny bag, $50.
It was worth $50 though, wasn't it?
It was all the chocolate. Oh, this stuff. I have neuropathy real bad, Ray. You know how bad your feet can hurt.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know.
First thing I did, I done one of these right here. These are the gummies that are, they call them raspberry something other. These are sort of formulated for pain and foot relief and back relief and stuff like this. They have, help you to release them. So I took one of these. Well, my feet began to feel better. And then the girl said, "We want to try that chocolate." So we ate one of them. Well, what happened after we ate the chocolate one, it's now 1:30 or 2 in the morning, and we went to bed. And when I got in there, buddy, that stuff kicked in. I was in another world. I ain't kidding you. I woke up yesterday morning. I went, "Oh my God!" But I can say this: my feet didn't hurt.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, I tell y'all, summer before last, I was washing the camper to get ready to go camping, and my sciatic nerve went to acting up, and now that's pain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got a bad sciatic nerve myself. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So we got up to the campground up in Franklin, North Carolina, at the Great Outdoors, and I could not move. I could not walk. I could not sleep. And my daughter and son-in-law come up with the grandkids, and my son-in-law said, "Let me go get you some gummies." Well, I ain't never ever did anything. I don't know. I said, "No, that's all right." So I slept in what little bit I did sleep. I slept in my recliner because I was hurting I was crying almost. So we finally get home, and my daughter said, "I'm gonna bring you some gummies." I said, "No." She said, "Yeah." She said, "Now just take one, before you go to bed, and you'll sleep at night." Well, I took one, and I slept, but I had to get up and use the bathroom, and where I could walk 2 steps and touch the wall to turn the light on, that wall was about 2 miles away.
Oh no!
But I slept. I went to bed about 8 o'clock. I slept till lunchtime the next day. And then when I went upstairs, I still fell asleep. So she called me. She said, "How'd you sleep?" I said, I told her about it. She said, "Oh, Lord," that maybe you just need to take a half of one. So for the next 4 or 5 nights, I took a half of one. It relieved the pain enough I slept good, and they helped. But I've never done nothing like that. I mean,
Oh yeah.
But
Look what they broke out yesterday. If you can see this, I don't know if that's light enough. Maybe you can see that.
Myers rum.
Yep, Myers rum. they wanted eggnog, so they got the eggnog and they got the Myers rum. And you talking about it, making, I haven't had eggnog probably 40, 50 years. Oh my God, I had two of them. They were so good. I don't think you'd want to get sick on this stuff. Dark rum,
Oh,
I don't think it'd be pleasant.
Yeah.
you
Especially
know, I
getting sick
don't
on-
think I've ever drunk alcohol rum. You know, I always get the little Mayfield bottles of eggnog, like around Christmas time, they'll start selling them at the gas station.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever drunk eggnog with alcohol in it.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever had alcohol in eggnog. I wouldn't even know how to make it.
They use
Wow.
just use dark rum. That's all you need is the dark Myers dark rum. That makes a rich, flavorful. And we usually put, like, I'm an adult, so I take 2 shots in mine.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you can actually taste it. Yeah, we had 2 fairly large ones, and at the time we got at the bottom of the second one, we was all feeling the rum. I'm not kidding you. We're not big drinkers.
Now, did you eat the chocolate after you drank the rum?
We didn't eat the chocolate until later that night. We went on live. See, I didn't get on live until 10:30 Wednesday night when we got here, and
Yeah.
we did the chocolate. And now we're pretty well blitzed while we was trying to run the live. Stick can do it and look professional while doing it, but me. Boy, there was places there, things were just like moving along, and I go, what? What?
Oh yeah, I actually went back and watched that live with you and your sister. That was pretty. She seemed like she's just as cool as you are.
She
Yeah.
ain't never been on a camera before, and she didn't know what she was doing. She'd looking there. None of us have, but she enjoyed the hell out of that.
Yeah.
She stays here all this
Well,
time.
maybe you get her set up before you leave, and then that way she can come in and hang out with us.
I would really like that. I've got her set up. What I've done, she had something like 10,000 photos, and she bought a 2 terabyte external drive. It's like a big thumb drive, And I went in
Yeah.
on her phone and I transferred 787 folders full of pictures. 787 folders full of pictures over onto that terabyte, on that 2 terabyte drive. And you talk about fast. I said, don't mess around and get no cheap crap, She bought one of those really nice, fast external 2 terabyte thumb drives, and they really work nice. So we got all of our pictures squared away, got them all in folders. Yeah, we spent a lot of time. And I took her through, I showed her I set her computer up here where she'd have access to all the 3 drives. When she plugs the D drive in over there, she can actually see it by, my PC. I set her a page up so she click an icon and go directly to my PC and see what all she's got plugged into her computer. And we'll go over 3 hours and I'll get her a camera. This little camera here is a little camera built into the laptop, but I'm going to get her an external camera and I'll set it up so she can, move the camera around and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I fixed to say that camera's not bad.
Oh, is it?
No, that camera's not bad at all.
No.
I didn't know what, I had no way of telling what they look like, but I know looking at
It's
you,
clear.
you're bright and clear. I can't tell. T-Bone looks like a circle. He just like a
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah,
The only thing I see, Mac, is you might need a little light behind the laptop.
Yeah. See, it's right. These are right above me, so they're only shining. My top of my hair is white. See, I mean, it's shining.
Yeah.
But
But we can see you pretty good. It's just she had just a little bit of a lamp behind the laptop to show you. But you
Yeah.
got dark, and then that would be fine. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having another camera that she can move around too.
maybe I can move it. Let me
But-
see if I can move the camera.
but how cool would that be for you to be able to get back to Alabama and still be able to see your sister every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can. I'll set it up. She's really a smart girl. I mean, she can figure all that stuff out. she's got, I've got cameras at my place over there. My God,
Yeah.
she's got, her husband was one of those prepper people. He's got
Yeah.
so many cameras. There's cameras everywhere.
Mm.
He's got them everywhere. They're just all over the place. He was one of them kind of guys. And
Yeah.
she's wanting me to, we got to shut all this stuff down because she's trying to get out of here and go back to Alabama. She's got a nice home in Alabama, but she's been trying since 2018 to get out of here.
Well, darn, all she got to do is get in the car and go.
It ain't quite that easy. She had an estate she had to settle. Her husband, she's a Mormon, and the Mormon have a tie to you. Mormons have a grip on you. They squeeze you like any money you have. They have entitled rights to it, and they'll take you to court and sue you and get their share of the money. That's all in the name of the word.
That's it. Yeah.
It's all about money.
Yeah,
emptying out your bank account in Jesus' name.
That's right. Come on, put it right in there.
You can go.
You should get me about old Pat Robinson. Old Pat Robinson said, Jesus said, if you'd send me $100, he'd bless you today.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll keep my $100 and I'll bless myself.
That's right. That's right.
T-Bone, you remember that preacher that was over in Oklahoma City, the preacher that had the healing power, Oral Roberts?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oral Roberts
Yeah.
said he's going to kill himself if Jesus said to go ahead and throw himself off the tower if he didn't get $6 million by sunset. And anyhow, I was so worried about him. He said, if you'll send $29.95, I'll send you a 45 RPM record. You put that on your turntable, and the healing power coming off that record right there will heal almost all your afflictions. I said, hell, I got to have that. So I waited 6 weeks. I got the record. I seen my wife coming from the mailbox and said, oh, good. At last, I'm gonna be clean and free, and my mind is gonna be good, and I'm gonna have the spirit. She come walking through the door, and she was tearing that damn package open, and she just pulled that record out and handed it to me. I said, hell, you put it on the turntable over there. So she and I heard her fussing and grumbling. I said, what's wrong? And she said, I can't get it on here. I go, put the little adapter. She said, no. And then she comes over and shows me there was no hole in the record. There was so much power in that record it healed the hole in the record.
Oh, Lord.
Hey.
I know y'all remember old Tammy Faye Baker.
Yeah. Jim and Tammy Faye.
Yeah, she kept the makeup companies in business.
You
know, when all that broke on old Jim and Tammy Baker, old Jim was into some pretty nasty stuff.
Yeah, he was.
He was into some pretty nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having the kind of power over people like that Jim Jones in Guyana? 900 people to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy
stuff.
Like
and I used to sit back and I would watch that stuff, and it wasn't just him. There was the other ones, the Heaven's Gate bunch that thought that they were going to jump on that comet when it came by, and they were going to go on to the next place. And Waco, Texas, David Koresh. You watch all that stuff because I always tell people during the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, that was the cult golden years here in America. I mean, that was. You get a group of people like that, and you think, well, what is it about that guy that they're following? What is it about that guy that makes them think that he's got all the answers? But man, you got to have some charisma to be able to get 900 people to drink Kool-Aid and kill themselves.
How about the guy, Reverend Sun Myung Moon or whatever from Korea?
Yep.
He set up a compound out there in Oregon, and he had like 72 Rolls Royces. He had jet airplanes, and people were selling their homes and everything and going and being with him and giving him all the money.
Yeah.
And you're talking about too. Do you remember? I watched the documentary on it on Netflix here just a while back. It's called Wild Country. It's about that guru who went out west there. He was in the middle of the country, and they bought a bunch of property and started their own town.
Yeah. About the
That bunch right there. That woman who was running all that, she was crazy and dangerous.
I'll have to check.
Yeah,
that
you
out.
get a chance. Yeah, you get a chance to watch it. What Mike is called, Ray? It's called it's called Wild Country.
Wild Country.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's scary.
Okay.
They took over a little town out there that only had like 40 or 50 people in it. So they started buying up all the property around this little bitty town, and it was bad there for a minute. It was bad. And it was all in the name of that guru from somewhere over in India. He was a guru. Mike probably remembers it. He may have ended up having to go in there and bomb them out.
Oh yeah,
the military had to move in on them.
We had a situation in Tacoma, Washington. We have a district out there called Hilltop. Hilltop is a predominantly minority area. Let's say where the housing projects and stuff like that, the slum district. This whole area is down in Hilltop. Well, what happened?
Good morning, Lolly.
And they was literally of homes that could be bought for almost nothing. And these GIs at Fort Lewis, they came out and bought blocks of those homes and went in and every weekend and worked and got those houses all cleaned up of all the Met houses, crack houses, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these drug dealer gangs moved back to the Hilltop area. And there was a war that broke out between the U.S. Army and the Washington State National Guard came out and was fighting. I'm talking about thousands of rounds were shot. That's probably 77, 78, somewhere like that period of time. And so the Army had to take that whole place away from the drug dealers. That's how bad they were.
So Lolly's in here. Hey, Lolly.
Yeah, Lolly's down in the comments.
Yeah, I'm downloading footage, so I can't read the comments.
Let me.
There you go, Mac. Hey, Lolly. Good day to you too.
Well, we got a few people in here. Yeah, last night everybody was having a lot of fun. Dave wasn't feeling no pain. He went down to his favorite bar down in Fremantle, and the guy OC was quite impressed on how big that bar was once he got inside there. It was huge, and they were some good-looking women. And Dave's got an eye for the lady now. He walked up to one that was really sassy looking. Yeah, she could probably. No doubt she could drink me under the table, that Aussie lady.
Oh, yeah.
We drank some stout beer there.
Hey, Mike, you're in, are you in Tacoma, Washington, or are you close to Tacoma?
I'm in Kent.
Kent.
Tacoma is in Pierce County. I'm in King County, the town of Kent.
Okay.
And, which would be South King County by all means. Seattle is about 30 more miles to the north.
Okay. I was going to say, if you're around Tacoma, you're in a Bigfoot hotspot right there. They've got the most Bigfoot sightings anywhere in the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, we got
right there where the redwoods are.
There's a place.
Well, if you find that old boy, put him in the back of your truck and bring him back to Georgia with him. Tell him you know a guy down there wants to interview.
But if I find one, it'd probably be two rednecks eating him. They'll say, it tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken.
Hey, OC. OC's in here now, Mac.
Okay. Hey, OC. Good morning.
I'll put him a link in there just in case he wants to join us this morning. He joined us last night.
It's a might be evening for him.
Yeah, he said evening, gentlemen, so that's already evening for OC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is bound to be Monday evening then. Let's see, it's got to be already. Oh no, we're on.
Yeah,
we're,
yeah. See, we're in Sunday. Where's he at, Mac?
He's in
Thailand.
Thailand. Okay.
Thailand.
OC, last night you was going to show us, take us on a tour of the bar, and the family here wanted to go to bed. So, did you get a chance to show the bar off last night, or did everybody close up shop and go home?
He says it's 11:50 p.m. Bangkok time.
Yep.
Okay. So it's Sunday night. So
Yep.
they're 12 hours.
Yeah, I didn't think they was a full day ahead of us.
Mm-mm.
Thailand is a pretty country.
Oh my gosh, it is. And he lives in a pretty part of it where he's at over there. They seem like everybody really are happy and contented with their lives that they live. And just think about living in a place where you can still buy a 30-cent beer.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he says he will have a packed show for us tomorrow.
I get Eddie. You can't see any of the comments, Ray.
No, not on my pad. And I was downloading footage off my GoPro onto my phone. Trying to get a video done. My life.
Smiles.
Pretty soon we'll be so committed to this, we'll be eating, sleeping, and uploading.
Yeah, it's about that way for me right now.
Yeah, me too.
It's about that way for me right now. I go to work, come home, get my footage shot, come in, and most of the time I spend Sunday editing.
That's what I'm doing.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, T-Bone, I loved what you did, and the boy there. I love what you did. I like your presentation, how you presented it. You need the people's feathers to be unruffled after a fight like that, because everybody's going to have an opinion. Yeah, but he never hit him the hard ball. Well, what if and whatever you could speculate.
Yeah, it was never meant to be that kind of fight. It was never meant to be a knockdown, drag out fight for either one of them. When listen, hey, people were getting mad. Well, this was you didn't waste no money. If you had a subscription to Netflix, you got to watch it for free.
I did.
So, I mean, come on. But I saw what was going on after, like I said in my live, after about the fourth round, I seen what Jake Paul was doing. And hey, my hat's off to him. He showed Tyson a lot of respect in that match. And he gave Tyson the chance to pass the torch to him. And because Tyson never got that in his career. His career got completely destroyed by people who was out to do him harm. So I thought it was good overall. I thought what they did was very well done. That was just my opinion, though.
The point you brought out in that last few seconds of that last round, when he put his arms down and bowed to him to let him know that you just fought a man here.
Yeah. And I promise you that right there, and it's just like I said, I've been around combat sports my whole life, wrestling, boxing, MMA. When that young man dropped his hands and he bowed to Mike Tyson, that right there made the whole thing worth it for Mike Tyson. That was a show of respect in the combat world. That was a show of respect. Tyson appreciated that, I guarantee you.
I saw struggling on Tyson's part on his legs. His legs was not holding up good. I saw him when he was going back to his corner. He had a heavy load to pack back over to that corner. But I will tell you,
there was something going on with his knee too, Mac.
Yeah. When you summarize them two ladies fighting, see that one little girl Taylor, she's Irish. Now they ain't nothing
Yeah.
on more than a scrap than an Irishman. They'll use your head, they'll bite you with their teeth.
Yeah.
I will
Oh
tell you,
yeah.
that was a real Donnybrook. I mean, there was so much blood.
Yeah.
It was still running out of Taylor's hair, where she leaned up against that eyeball up there. Whew.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was
yeah.
a
That was the best match of the night, as far as I'm concerned. Them two young ladies went in there and they threw down in the center of the ring, and they left it all right there in the center of the ring. That was a good match.
And they showed
Mhm.
sportsmanship after 10 hard rounds. They showed sportsmanship, and
Yep.
like that.
When that whole event from top to bottom, we watched every bit of it. I hadn't seen that much sportsmanship coming out of the boxing world since the early 90s. Every match was, everybody was, it was good sportsmanship. Everybody knew what they was there to do. The referees was letting things. Hey, I'm telling you, the referees let a lot go in that match between them two girls. That cut over that one girl's eye could have ended that fight at any time, but the referee let it go.
That little old girl, Taylor, she would take her and put the top of her head right against that eyeball, and then she'd lift her head up, and then you could see the meat opening up. I go, oh, hell.
Mm.
They know exactly how to they know how to inflict pain.
Oh, yeah. Well, and like I said, watching the match, the worst cut in that whole match happened just in the first few minutes of the fight.
I couldn't believe
I actually think that was an accident. I don't think Taylor meant to headbutt her. I really don't. But now after that,
she used
those
that weapon.
Yeah, them next 3 or 4 headbutts might not have been accidents. They deducted a point from her for the headbutts.
Yes, they did.
So the first one, I think they just, because both of them were southpaws and they were going in there swinging like crazy, and they just had they got clumsy and clunky, and they had a meeting of the minds. I think that was an accident. After that, I'm not so sure it was an accident.
Now that Conner guy, the cut guy, he should. I always see him take that stainless steel coal thing and put it against the cut like that. To close it up. He never did use a coal. They usually have it iced down, and he just kept sticking that cotton swab in there. Made me turn my head every time. I ain't kidding you. I'm such a big.
Well, what he was doing is they had Vaseline in that cotton swab, and they were using that Vaseline to clog the artery so she wouldn't bleed all over the place.
Yeah.
He didn't have time to do everything. He had just enough time to stop the bleeding so the ref wouldn't stop the match. But that was a good match. It really was. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed all of it. I mean, the whole event, I thought the whole event from top to bottom was good myself.
Mm-hmm.
They got their money's worth. People that paid to see that fight, they both fights, they got their money's worth.
Well, I didn't pay it to see it. I watched it later on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I already had a subscription to Netflix, and my son, TJ's really not big into stuff like that, but he came in about midday or after school. He's Friday. He said, Dad, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are going to fight tomorrow night. I said, I know. He said, can we watch it? I said, well, it's on Netflix. I said, absolutely. So I spent the evening with R1 and my son watching that. It was a good match.
Cool.
It kept us up way past our bedtime, though, but it was a good match.
Yeah, my sister, she looked over at me. She said, people actually pay money for this kind of stuff? I go, hell, they pay big money just to be in them seats out there in the audience.
Yeah.
They pay, they no telling what those tickets cost to go to that event. Probably $1,500, $2,000 a ticket.
Exactly. Yeah.
Boxing has always been a violent sport, but there was a period of time when Muhammad Ali or Cassius Clay turned it into the clown show with fighting 4 fighters at a time, doing the ropey dope and all that stuff. And a lot of credibility of fighting sort of eroded away. And of course, Tyson there bit that boy Holyfield's ear off, So.
I was watching that fight.
Me too.
I used to follow Tyson's career very closely. And, like I said in that live, Tyson, boxing was dying when Mike Tyson came along and he first won that first world title at 20-year-old. Boxing was a dying sport. There was no love for boxing at all until Tyson came along. He really literally saved professional boxing.
Yeah.
You know, the guy I thought was going to save boxing, I thought Larry Holmes was going to be the new biggest, best. I couldn't believe when he got beat. Larry Holmes, I thought it was the greatest fighter I ever seen up to that point. And then when Tyson showed up, it was like the whole world changed, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, Tyson was just, you know, when you got to look back too, Tyson had probably the best professional boxing trainer to ever exist in Cus D'Amato. That man right there knew how to train a fighter. And, you know, Cus would make, he would make Tyson would have a match every 30 days because he knew if he didn't keep Mike busy, he would end up getting in trouble. That's why he was constantly training, constantly fighting to keep him out of trouble.
Hmm.
And then after Cus D'Amato died, that's when Tyson went off the rails. Because he didn't have that, you know, he didn't have that consistency in his life no more. He had all that money and, you know, a bunch of yes men around him, and then he just kind of went off the rails.
I liked it when they asked him, was he going to fight Jake again? And he said, no, but I might fight his brother.
Yeah. You know, his brother is in the WWE. He's a wrestling. He's, you know, them. You know, hey, look, those boys came from a different kind of background than everybody else. Of course, they got famous because of social media, but you know, they both take the sports that they're in seriously, and you got to tip your hat to that. You know, Jake Paul is a serious boxer.
Yep.
You know, he had, you know, he had enough respect for Mike Tyson to say, hey, I've had a dream that I wanted to fight Tyson. You know, that young man could have went out there and just beat the brakes off Mike Tyson. All he had to do was punch him and stay away from him, but he didn't do that. So I thought that was a class act right there. I really did.
OC, whose address you posted an address here?
I see that. What is that?
Yeah, who is he? Is he USCS? Maybe
I'm gonna click on it on my.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a channel. It's a channel called Custom Bikes TH.
Ah.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Now they're in Thailand. Oh son, they built some choppers over there, Mac. You need to, when you get a chance, you need to click on that link.
I will. If I thought my phone, she took my phone away to charge it. So when she brings it back, I'll go over on that link.
Wow. Hey OC, I'm gonna subscribe to their channel. That is cool right there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, they got one sitting here. They got one sitting here that was built off of a Harley Davidson Buell 1200. They took a Harley Davidson Buell engine and frame and built a mean looking chopper out of that thing. Whew. Okay, OC, we'll see you when you come back. Okay, they're helping. Okay, hey Mike, this one that he just shared.
Yeah.
It's a Custom Bikes TH, a group of custom bike builders that are helping do a fundraiser for Lolly.
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, they're next level for sure. OC, I subscribe to their channel. I'm gonna go watch some of their videos once we finish up here. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that link.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to get me a GoFundMe page to get back from Washington back to Alabama, but I'm going to get Diesel Dave over in Utah. Diesel Dave and, Dave Sparks Brothers. I'm going to get them. I mean, they're YouTubers, big name YouTubers. The West Coast has got a lot of them. I'm going to work my way all the way back to Alabama, just riding off the backs of these YouTubers.
Yeah.
Stay here for a day and stay here for another day.
Hey, just hop from couch to couch. That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
I love
man,
that Buell chopper.
I like a Buell. I had a
Okay.
chance. Let me tell you, I had a chance to buy a Buell last year, and it was a family member. So I called up there, and they didn't answer, and I didn't get a. It didn't go to the answer machine. It just rang, and but anyhow, I finally got a hold of one of my family members. I said, I want that bike. It's sold already. 2 or 3 days later, I see he was headed up for sale again. Come to find out, they didn't want me to have it because I was in my 80s and they was afraid I was going to hurt myself. Buell.
God Almighty, you got too old to ride a Buell.
That's what the family thought I was, over the hill, So
Yeah.
they wouldn't let their son sell that bike to me because I could hurt myself.
Thought shit, you can hurt
Well,
yourself.
I'll tell you, I told R1, I said, if I ever get to the point where you feel like you have to take my motorcycle away from me, shoot me. Just go
Yeah.
ahead and shoot me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shoot me. If I can't eat ham and I can't ride my motorcycle, just shoot me.
Exactly.
I knew when I was 14 years old, I wanted to be a motorcycle rider. So I worked all summer and I got a service cycle. And I pushed that thing over 2 different counties. We pushed it everywhere. It was 2-cycle. It was a military version of the service cycle for the Army and belt drive. But we pushed
Bulletproof.
Yeah, it was a very well built bike. But the next one I happened to get on was a Harley in the Mojave Desert. I just turned 16. And I've just been in love with them ever since. I've had so many. We've had choppers. We've had, like you was talking about, I think you said you never owned a new motorcycle. That's the same way we was. I bought a lot of the Japanese stuff brand new, but I never had any new Harley. I've never ever owned a brand new outright Harley.
No, me and my dad at one time when I was young, I've told the story in videos. But when I was 8 years old, all the neighborhood kids around here, we lived out in the woods and out in the mountains, and everybody rode dirt bikes and 4-wheelers. So I came in and I told my dad, I was about 9. I said, Dad, I really want a dirt bike. He said, okay, let me think about it. I'll see. Well, he went and bought me a XL 350 Honda street bike. Had the sissy bar on it, ape hangers, and I had to prop up on the back steps of the house and take off of it. But once I got going, I was golden. But I never have owned a dirt bike my whole life. I'm 47 years old. I've been on street bikes. I'll take my street bikes off road, down gravel roads. I don't care. But that little old XL 350 Honda, I looked up one of those the other day just to see if there was any for sale anywhere. There was a guy in Pennsylvania had one for $8,500, a 74 model.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the Road King is the only brand new bike I ever bought. And the only reason I bought it, which I'm not calling no names, no dealers, no nothing, but a friend of mine, I come friends with the GM, and he was having a dispute. He was leaving. And I think he said, I'm going to break it off in him one time. And he gave me that bike at cost.
Wow.
That's the only reason I bought it. Because he seen me looking at it 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
He said, you like to have that bike? I went, well, I like to. He said, well, what if I make you a deal you cannot refuse? And he did. That's the only reason I bought that Road King new.
Sometimes it's good to have friends in positions like that. Georgia Hillbilly, his brother, actually worked at the Dodge dealership here in Blue Ridge for years and years and years and years. You go to Hillbilly's house, he's got a Dodge truck sitting in the yard. His wife's got a Dodge Hellcat. And I walked up and I said, I know you've been at the Dodge dealership. He said, hell, every time they get a new Dodge model in, my brother calls me.
Yeah, get that employee discount, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, it's good to, me and my dad one time, we had between us He had it wasn't a Rebel, but do you remember back in the 80s they built a little 250 Honda? It was called a 250 Custom. It was low slung in the seat. We had one of
Yeah.
those. We had that 350. We had a 450. I had a 550 4-cylinder. We owned 3 or 4 750s. At one time, me and my dad had 16 motorcycles in the yard between us,
Holy moly.
and we rode every one of them.
Oh,
So I grew up on a motorcycle. I never pictured my life not riding a motorcycle. You know,
oh,
mine
I'm
and our
saying, yeah.
it'll be in not this video tomorrow, but the video that I'll have coming out for Thanksgiving is called Happy Thanksgiving and a Love Story. And I tell everybody about the first time me and R1 met. It was in December, snowing, and I was on my motorcycle. And the first time she met me, she jumped on the back of my motorcycle, and I took her for a ride in the snow.
Well, I told my story in a video. I started out, I reckon, big enough to get onto the old mini bikes with the old Briggs and Stratton motor.
Oh yeah, I took one of them up Apple Tree one time.
Yep. I started out on that, and then I think I was 9 or 10, and I got the little Honda 90. I had the blue and white one.
Yeah.
And I rode
We
that
used to
thing.
have my cousin William. He had like 3 or 4 of those little old Honda 90s. He had one of them that had. Do you remember the one they did? It was red that had all the chrome packaging on it. Had chrome plates on the tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 4 or 5 of those things. We used to ride them things everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. And then after that, I transferred. I think it was a Yamaha 125 dirt bike. And I rode dirt bikes up until I was big enough to get my learner and get on the road. Which
Yeah.
I rode dirt bikes on the road. Where we live, it didn't matter. You could ride anywhere you wanted to ride.
That's the way it was here where we live. You know how Blue Ridge is.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that's what I say in my videos. Growing up, if you were going to own a street bike, you better be willing to ride it on gravel and dirt because that was the roads back then. There wasn't a whole lot of paved roads where I lived.
Yeah. I keep knocking my dang pad over.
Great memories, though. Those are great memories to have.
Bunch of them. I left my sister with a good memory. I got her on the back of that dirt bike. We was on a dirt road, and I was running about 50 around the curve, and you know what happened?
Oh yeah.
She reminds me of that.
Yeah, I bet she carried them memories around probably for a couple months till they all healed up good, didn't she?
That's right. She was like 12, 13.
Ooh.
But yeah, she, even till the day, we'll get talking about something, and she don't hesitate reminding me of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
And I
know, when
couldn't
me
get
and Regina first got married, she had a real bad experience with her dad on the back of a street bike. Of course, her dad, he was a good guy. He just he had a motorcycle because he had one. You know, he wasn't that good of a rider. I went over and tried to fix it for him a couple of times. He had no 750 Honda, but he had really scared her on the back of a motorcycle, and it took her a while to get comfortable. But now she just jumps on ready to go. She don't care.
Okay. Yep. Well, before Katie got her bike, a friend of ours we rode with all the time, and I remember her telling Katie, said, you know, we got to put a lot of trust in Ray. You know, you got your life in your hand. I told her, I never do nothing to scare you or nothing.
Well, and
But
that's never been lost on me. That's never been
Yeah.
lost on me that you've got, you know, you're in control of that. You hope you're in control of it the best you can be. But yeah, you've got somebody else's life in your hands for sure.
Yeah, you do. Since she got her, I don't think she probably rode with me 3 times.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Well,
I
was
enjoy
going to we was going to get R1 her own motorcycle, but here back probably 7 years ago now, she had back surgery.
Okay.
And they put steel rods in her back, and
Mhm.
you know, I ended up buying. It's in a video. I ended up buying that little 250 Rebel for my son. And I got her on it one day. She was able to stand it up, but she told me, she said, I just don't think, if one of her legs were not to drop at the right time and she go down, hurt herself.
Yeah,
But
that's
she
true.
loves being on the back seat. She loves being on the back seat. She don't mind one bit.
Well, you ought
And I
to
took,
get her a trike.
well, that was my next thought. Maybe get her a Can-Am Spider or find her, like a trike Sportster like Katie Bug's got. What's up, Outlaw?
Hey, T-Bum.
Hey, Outlaw, what's going on, buddy?
Good morning. Good morning.
You got the same. Did you ever go to bed last night?
For a few hours.
Look like you got the same stuff on.
Yeah.
I kept the boy busy last night.
No, we're a gray jacket. This one's a jean one. So.
Yeah. But yeah.
Hey, North by Southeast in the comments. He says, I'm going to let the live play while I take a nap, 10-4.
Okay.
Lolly says she's got a 250 custom Rebel, but she wants a trike. Well, there's a Spider up there in Ohio that just got traded in on the Road Glide, Lolly. You might be able to get that Spider.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, probably for a good price too.
If you go buy his old Road King and she goes and buys his Spider, he won't have no other choice but to keep that Road Glide.
We have to do a ride by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ride by and rev them up, crank the hogs.
Yeah, that'd be
Well,
funny,
yeah, Lolly, yeah, with your leg issues, she says she would feel much safer. Listen, 90% of riding a motorcycle, and any of these guys who's been riding their whole life will tell you the same thing I'm about to say. 90% of riding a motorcycle is comfort. If you get on a motorcycle and you're instantly not comfortable on it, you're going to have a bad experience.
Yeah.
And then it's no fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, get off of it.
I don't know. He was asking. I think he had that Spider listed on Facebook Marketplace one time for what, like 6,500 or something like that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not for a Spider. Those things usually go for like between 13 and 15 grand on Facebook Marketplace.
Well, I know our dealer, when they take something like that in, they don't sell it. It goes to the auction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now some dealers.
Hey, you know what? That reminds me of something, Ray. I want to ask you an old Mac question that y'all might be able to answer. Say we're coming up on the end of 2024 here. The new models for 2025 will be coming out, and in the next couple of months, the dealerships will start getting them. Okay, say they've got 100 2024 motorcycles left, and they can't sell them. What do they do with all those motorcycles that they can't sell? Where do they go? Like cars and trucks, all of the models that are left over today didn't sell. What do they do with them?
I heard they sell a lot of export. They go to other countries where they're selling, whichever country is selling more, they'll send more of that away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're an international market now.
Yeah, well, I know our dealer, the guy that owns our dealer, lives next door to Donald Trump. He's got 7 or 8 Harley dealers and some other car dealers, but I know we send bikes. I've noticed bikes, go to other dealers. If somebody wants a bike and they don't have it, our bike go to other dealers. We also go to other dealers to pick bikes up, but we don't have that many bikes at one time. But what happens is they'll reduce the bike.
Yeah.
And
but I always wondered, even if they reduce it and they don't sell it, I was just always curious as to what happened to these overstock vehicles that they can't get rid of. Do they have a place? And the shipping them to other countries makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but next time I go down, I'll ask Bobby and I'll ask him that question.
Yeah, I'm just curious, like the 2023 models, they didn't sell all of them. So where are they at now?
Yeah.
What happened to them? Did they crush them? Did they repurpose them and turn them into 2024 models? I'm just always being curious what happens because, what happens to all the Ford F-150s that didn't sell in 2022, or all of the Chevy Silverados that didn't sell in 2022? What do they do with them?
I think they do repurpose some of them because some of the Honda dirt bikes, like the new 250s, are on the old 450 frames that didn't sell.
Okay.
I bet you they do some.
Yeah,
of
I've
them
just
like
always
bigger
been curious about
repurpose.
that.
Ours
Oh,
always
wow.
go to the
Yeah.
sister, like the little sister dealerships too. Spread
Yeah.
them out. It's a good question.
Because you think about how big this country is, and Mac knows because he just drove from one end of it to the other. How many car dealerships do you think you passed on your way to Washington with brand new cars sitting out there? Not every one of them is going to sell.
No way.
I bet there.
I mean, I know years ago they used to just build a certain number.
Let me tell you what they've got in Alabama. They have out in the little town of Moody, Alabama, and Ray's been there. When you go from Atlanta over to Birmingham on I-20, you go right by Moody. Moody has
Yep,
one of the
I've been through
largest brand new car dealership. In other words, they take all the leftover Chevrolets, and they go out there to Moody. All the leftover Fords, all the leftover different ones goes out there, and they sell them. And these little companies across America buys them and puts them on their lot as the last year's model, but at a reduced price. And they auction them in Moody, Alabama.
Okay.
Moody, Alabama.
Okay.
And it's a big operation.
Yeah, I could see that if you had turn them into fleet vehicles. Yeah.
T-Bone, that's one thing I ain't never thought about.
Yeah, I've always been curious about that. What happened to the surplus? After you've got a certain surplus of everything left over at the end of the year. I've just always been curious as to what happened to the surplus, the overflow.
Yeah, that has never crossed my mind to think about it like that.
Yeah, that's what my wife has to put up with. I think about weird stuff like that all the time.
We'll find out about the Harley though.
Come here.
If we see a Harley shop, we're going to stop in and get you a poker chip.
Well, don't stop just for that.
I like to look around.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you happen to stop,
Sure.
because I clicked them, I got over 250 now.
Dang.
There's my little
I've got
buddy.
about 8 of them.
Hey, little buddy.
So
Hey, little buddy.
What's up, Sick?
what's going on?
Just another day in the chat.
There we go.
I guarantee you, Lolly, it can
Anybody
be.
up front and center?
In
There
color.
he is.
There I am.
What you gonna say, T-Bone?
No, I was just saying, I was answering Lolly's comment. She said weird can be fun and interesting. I guarantee you it can.
Heck yeah. Do all dealerships give out poker chips?
Yes.
Most of them, yeah. Yeah, most
Dang.
all of them do.
Yeah.
And they're, like, branded?
I haven't been to one yet that has it. I'm sure there are some that don't. But it's got the little logo with their names on them.
Dang.
Well,
Yeah, I never
here
knew
a couple of years ago, and I don't know, Mac, if you know it, but Ray probably knows what I'm about to say. Maryville, Tennessee, they've got the Smoky Mountain Harley Davidson. They have a bunch of outposts, like on the Tail of the Dragon, the Cherahalla Skyway. A
Yeah.
couple of years ago, I set out one summer on a mission to collect all those poker chips. That was a pretty fun ride right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds fun. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, they call them Harley Davidson outposts, and of course, Smoky Mountain Harley Davidson is probably our biggest dealership in this whole entire area.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got White Lightning, we got Killer Creek over in Dalton, and then we have Smoky Mountain, and he's got outposts.
Yeah. Well, Hellbender's about to. They're closing.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Hey, Ray, I was going to tell you, if you're ever on the West Coast and you get to Blythe, California, right there off I-10. No, it's I-10. I'm sorry, I-40. Yeah, 40. When you get to Blythe, take and go north from Blythe on Highway 59 up to Needles, California. You're in for a treat. It's just like being on a roller coaster. It's like this for about 90 miles of just like this, up and down. Oh, it's beautiful. All through the cactus, right along. I believe the Colorado River is right in that area.
Okay.
Am I right? Desert Outlaw, that's Colorado, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it is.
The only few trips I got planned for next year is in March. I'm going to the Forgotten Angels, and then I want to go out to Fort Worth, Texas, to Fort Worth Harley. They're supposed to have the world's largest bar and shield on the wall.
Go.
They used to have the best bar in the whole entire state of Texas. Gilly.
Big bar.
Gilly's
Now-
bar.
Big bar.
Now in Arizona, I forgot exactly where it was. Supposed to be the world's largest Harley dealer.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam Sandoval has been there a bunch of times.
Yeah. But we're going to. I'll be going to Forgotten Angels. I was going to go to Daytona Bike Week, but I'm going to save my money. I'm going to Forgotten Angels. Katie might go with me. She said, if I go, we're going to have to get a motel room. She said, I'm not sleeping on the ground.
I'd hook that RV up and haul it down there. Drive the RV down there.
And that's what I told Sick. I thought I want to call David and see if they would have a spot. But they don't have power or water, which I could fill the water tank up before I leave here. But I could probably run my generator through today to build my batteries back up. I don't know. But then Katie said, well,
I know last year, wasn't it, Sick? Last year, they were telling people if you were going to bring like your camper or your RV, just call ahead of time and kind of get your name on the list. That way they would know how many people were going to be bringing RVs and campers in. But they were allowing people
that's
to do
part
it.
of the pre-registration process. They want to know what kind of vehicles you're bringing, how many vehicles you're bringing, how big the vehicles are. You know.
I'm sure too, if you told Buck and kind of got the word out there, I bet you it wouldn't be a problem.
yeah.
Nah,
But
I
it's
don't
like,
think
you
that'd
know-
be a problem.
Yeah, but it's like Katie said, because I said, she said, I might go with you. I said, we're going to ride the bike. But the money I would spend in diesel fuel and everything to pull the camper down, we could just go at the closest hotel and get a room and just ride in every day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You
And
know?
don't even bother with the aggravation of pulling the trailer down.
Exactly. And that would leave
Well,
room
that,
for
yeah.
that would leave room for somebody else who would want to.
And that'd also keep Katie from shopping everywhere, filling up the RV, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Because we got limited room on the bike.
Mm-hmm. That's a tactical move right there.
Well, I didn't think about it, but you're right.
I'm trying to think about this scenario. She gets there and buys a whole lot of packages. Now she says to you, now what we want you to do, Ray, I want you to go over and get yourself a taxi back home. I'll just put all the supplies on the gas tank, strap them down, and I'll ride your Harley back.
That's a good thing. She's so short-legged she can't touch the ground, so that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, Lord.
But
I'm going to tell you, I saw Katie's, back day when we met up here. I saw Katie's Strike in person. That is a nice little bike.
it is.
Sounds good.
That is a nice little bike.
Yeah, she got on me later on that day about me getting on it when I put it over to the gas pump.
Oh, yeah, I got that on film. Yep.
Just don't
That
be
thing's
running.
loud, too.
Oh yeah.
I was riding out in the front of the pack, and I could hear her trike over everybody else. I could hear it over my motorcycle, and I've got them Vance and Hines short shots on mine, and I could hear her bike over mine.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Aren't
good.
those short shots, Mr. Gregory?
Yeah. But I think the rear axle, the sound hits the rear axle and bounces off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of trumpets it.
Yes.
Sounds good, whatever it does.
Yeah, it's a good sounding bike.
That's all I know.
Well, and Outlaw's bike, that Sportster Outlaw rides, and I
That
said it
sounds
in a
good,
video. His bike, and Katie's bike are the two best sounding Sportsters I've heard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to try to talk her into riding her bike down there. Because we'll have to stop about every 75, 80 miles and get gas, and that'd give her a chance to rest. You know?
Yeah. Well, being retired too, you wouldn't have to worry about putting yourself on a, like a 12, 14-hour time limit.
Yeah.
If you wanted to break it up, a little bit, you could.
Yeah, because we could stop in Gainesville and spend the night, and
Yeah. Go in there and eat up all 6 food.
Yeah, because but I think because it ain't but 100 miles from Gainesville to the Forgotten Angels.
Yeah. 109 miles.
Yes. Eat up all 6 food. Ride all the gas out of his motorcycles.
Hey, and my old truck had a good sound to it. It had the exhaust right down to the ground. It would blow the weeds back when you rode if you rode across the line.
Yeah.
That's what Lolly should get. Get a heavy Betty.
Mac, the one you got now I'd be sitting behind you. It hits me in the face.
It's got that true, it's got true dual as well. So
it's putting out some out of that pipe.
I saw when we was riding together, our two bikes was making the same kind of like the same rhythm sound, as we was climbing up the hills and stuff.
Yeah, when you ride with another biker and you get that, when you get it tuned in just right there, that's a nice sound.
Yeah, it is.
I was going to tell you, Ray, I was actually going to call you, but since we're here, I haven't talked to Doyle yet. But when I was in Rome Friday, I stopped in there and I talked to Brent, mechanic there at Rome Cycle Supply.
Yeah.
And Brent's going to probably call me tomorrow or Tuesday, and he said he didn't think there would be no trouble with us meeting up there. When we do our little meet up here, maybe in April, whenever we're going to do it.
Cool. That sounds good.
Have you ever been to Rome Cycle Supply there in Rome?
No, I've been to Rome, but I ain't been there.
It's he's just got a small little shop where he works on bikes and stuff. He's got a few for sale and stuff like that, but he's just a real cool guy, Brent is.
Rome, Georgia?
Cool. Yeah, Rome, Georgia.
Yeah, Rome, Georgia. Yeah.
You coming? You can be here in 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. That'd be sweet.
What else you got to do?
That's true.
My wife started on a Honda Rebel.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's a nice machine.
No, OC, I didn't go to Italy. We got a Rome here in Georgia. I would love to go to Rome, Italy.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
What's up, OC?
Yeah, it would be nice. Oh, yeah, get over there on the Italian countryside, some of them rolling green hills, like in Ireland. They got them in Ireland there. Get on a motorcycle and ride on them rolling green hills.
Man,
Go eat some real spaghetti at a real Italian restaurant in Italy. That would be awesome.
Some real Parmesan.
Oh, yeah.
Some real cheeses.
I tell you where T-Bone would really make out good. He went to Venice, and he was one of those gondolier kind of guys in the back. Oh, Figaro, Figaro. Yeah.
Oh, God. I'd have to get me a striped shirt. Get me a striped shirt. Get me an old fedora.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget that hat. You gotta have the hat.
No, yeah, got to have that hat.
I'll be the mime on the bridge.
Ah,
Make for some good, make for some good footage.
I think the coolest guy ever was to represent Italy was Father Sarducci on Saturday Night Live.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
Cigarette smoking Sarducci.
He's awesome.
yeah. Have you ever been to Italy, Mike?
No. We had the opportunity one time to go. We were servicing NATO, and they was going to send us first off to Izmir, Turkey, over there where Toga is from. But our bus got blown up and killed 12 of our employees. And so they quit sending us over to Izmir. And then he was going to send another group over to Italy at one of the military bases there. But for whatever reason, it got canceled too. But those are the two places. We also had the opportunity to go to Barcelona, Spain, which I would really love to do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Barcelona. Of course, with NATO, you've got all the way up through Europe. But my kids were all stationed in Germany, and they did not like living in Germany because, first of all, the Germans are very rude people when to tourists. Because they just sort of push their way right on through stuff, and they just didn't like living there. They had to live there for 4 years, each of them did.
Yeah, there was this one German guy back at the turn of the last century who was really rude.
Oh, the one that had that little mustache?
Yeah, a little goofy looking mustache and a real bad attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the one with the trains.
Oh, yeah.
The meth head.
But he had a good looking girlfriend.
Yeah, a few good looking girlfriends.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Not to get into this conspiracy thing, but do you buy that they didn't actually kill him when they said they did? Do you buy into that?
There's a plausible possibility because you remember the ties to Argentina. There's a lot of people still say they saw him later in Argentina. So
yeah. I kind of wondered about that too because that one picture that they showed in Argentina that was actually what I was referencing. If it wasn't him, it was his twin brother.
Yeah. So
Well, they also say that everybody has a twin, at least two.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
there's times where I've traveled and seen somebody. I was like, wow, you look like a spitting image of someone in Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, right here in Blue Ridge, I don't know how many times that me and R1 has went into a store and somebody will come up and start talking to me, and then they'll take a real good look and they'll say, oh, you're not so-and-so, but there's somebody running around here apparently that looks exactly like me and I've never met him.
Yeah.
But I've been mistaken for him several times, but I've never met the guy. He's a handsome fellow, though.
Hey, pull your own string. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
I don't know.
you just have a little ego talk.
Yeah.
It's called affirmation, right? Yeah, affirmation.
Yeah.
Affirmation.
Well, it's hard to be humble. It's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way.
You're perfect.
That's
in
right.
everything.
That's right.
You just asked any Harley rider and they'll tell you.
Yeah, I hate to wake up in the morning.
What faults?
Yeah, there's some YouTubers I really like. That Sandoval guy, I like his spirit in life. He lives, goes for the gusto, and it seems like everybody opens all the doors for him. I like the bearded bikers. Them guys, they can do anything.
They're funny. They're good.
They are funny. The one that's now relocated down to Tennessee, he makes it interesting, of all the stuff he does. But his little buddy back up there in Pennsylvania, he was the one that glued them two together real good.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt.
And I also like the Whirl of Wheels up there. I'd love to go up there. I think Ray, you went.
Right.
The World
Ray,
of
did
Wheels.
you, the World of Wheels.
Oh, you talking about Wheels Through Time?
Wheels Through Time, yes.
That's a neat place.
Where'd T-Bone go?
Where'd you go, T-Bone? Oh, there he is. And the stage.
And I had to refresh with a new headphone.
Oh,
Yeah.
World of Wheel?
No, it's Wheels Through Time. It's in Maggie Valley, Tennessee. North Carolina.
I tell you,
It's North Carolina. He's in Maggie Valley, North Carolina. Yeah.
Desert Outlaw, if you do come to Alabama sometime, come to Barber Motor Speedway over there. Come to Barber's Museum. That is, beyond a doubt, a premium place.
Yeah.
That is on my list.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably the best. Yeah, if you get lucky, you be over there on one of testing the bikes out on the track.
Did you see OC's comment, Mac? He said, "I feel sorry for my twin. I bet my twin is a chick. Terrible luck. Terrible to look like me running around in a dress and a beard."
OC, don't say that, buddy. But it is 24.
Angel Face Moto Rider. Hello, Angel Face. I don't think I know who Angel Face Moto Rider is.
Yeah, she's got a fairly good channel.
Well, I'm about to go check her out.
Yeah, she got a fairly good. I'm subscribed to her channel.
Holy crap, her first picture that pops up is her standing in front of a police station getting... Okay, I'm going to have to check her out.
Mugshot.
Yep, she got mug shots.
Yeah, Barbara Vintage Museum. I really want to go there. Somebody played a video yesterday. I was like, damn, what is that place?
You know, Wheels Through Time has a YouTube channel.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us, Sick, how's your foot?
How's what?
How's your foot?
Oh, it's all right. I should really change it today, but I don't know.
Is the wound starting to close up on it, Sick?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's slow and it looks really I don't know, moist, wet. It looks like, like a lot of like whatever that wet colored flesh around the wound, where it's like, it may not come back. It'll probably flake off and regenerate maybe a little bit, but
yeah.
Whitish yellow.
Yeah, whitish yellow. I mean, it's nasty.
Yeah.
I'm changing it like every day, and I'm putting the cream on it that they said to put on it. So
yeah.
And I got to go to the foot doctor tomorrow at 1. And then I got to go for the angioplasty on Wednesday, the 20th.
Moist foot.
They're going to roto-rooter my leg.
Check the plan.
Yeah. Did you get it set up to be able to get a ride back from the appointment, Sick?
Yeah, I had to break down and put my tail between my legs and ask my ex if she would bring me.
I was going to suggest that, but I was going to actually suggest that night, but I didn't know.
She's taking off on the 20th to go to her mother's Thanksgiving thing at the nursing home, and my procedure is the 19th, I think. No, yeah, something like that. I don't know. Or
2
no,
days.
her thing's on the 21st and mine's on the 20th, I think. I don't know. When's Dave's? Because mine's the day before Dave's. When is Dave's? Is Dave going in? Is Dave going in the
I think
20th or the
Dave
21st?
said he was going in Wednesday. Yeah, I think Dave said he was going in Wednesday, and then you're going in the next day on Thursday. Yeah.
No.
Hey,
I'm
John.
going in the day before Dave.
Yeah. Hey, John.
Hey. What's up, John?
But you know, we talk about Wheels Through Time. That guy, I don't know where he finds all these bikes and parts at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
His daddy, he had pursued this so many years. He had so many boxes and bins of stuff. His dad, he was the creator of that.
Yeah, but he went up north somewhere a couple of weeks or so ago and bought a trailer full. I mean,
Yeah. People
He
reach
does
out
like
to him
that
because they know that he does stuff like that.
yeah,
He's like the American Pickers guy.
exactly.
Yeah.
But
You know, I
motorcycle
haven't been up to Wheels Through Time since his dad passed away. I met his dad, Dale, before. Really nice guy, but he loved motorcycles. I mean, he had a real passion for motorcycles.
Yeah.
But
Well,
what's crazy is all those motorcycles, he can hit the switch on them and crank them every one up. All of them run. That's wild.
Every single one of them. And they crank them up through the day.
Yeah.
While we was up there, they crank up 4 or 5 of them. But now his son, he'll walk around and talk to you and walk by you and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And
Mm-hmm.
he just carried on and did it. I'm glad he's doing it.
Yeah.
You know, at least he's not an ass, and but he's him and his brother.
You know, when his dad first died, the rumor got out that they was going to end up closing all of that down, and it was a persistent rumor that went for about 6 months, and then a buddy of ours came through town here, and he said, "No, I just left." He said his son's got it wide open. He's still carrying on what his dad was doing.
Yeah, but now his son knows them old bikes. He can look at one, tell you exactly.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Well, he grew up in that business.
Yeah. The last video I watched, he took a frame and started adding parts, walking around the museum getting parts to kind of show what the bike's going to look like. Yep.
That was the last one I watched too, I think, Ray.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, John, you know what, bud? Your Road King used to have the True Duels on it, but it ain't your Road King no more.
Yeah. Well, it's still my Road King. It's still sitting in my garage.
Well, we've about got Ray has about talked himself into running up there to Ohio and buying that Road King and then putting it in every single video he makes from now on.
I'm gonna ride by his house.
John, you went from one day not getting rid of anything, and then the next day you're getting rid of everything.
Yeah. Well, nothing's done. Nothing's in stone yet. Nothing's been delivered, so you never know. It might change my mind.
Well, I want to see how long it's going to be before another one will be sitting in the shop garage.
Oh, it ain't going to take long. It ain't going to take long. John will have something else sitting in his shop, I would say, before summer.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just don't say that too loud.
Well, you know she's watching in the kitchen.
Too loud now.
Oh God.
Yep. I actually called the general manager today, the one I was dealing with, and said, let's look at this again. I said, let's look at this again without the Road King. So he's going to go through it all again and see if we can make another deal. So there's a possibility I might keep the Road King still. So
that's a nice bike, man. You got a lot of money and time putting that girl.
Yeah. So we'll
That's
see
the
what
one
Well,
bike
you know,
I
it all
thought you
comes.
weren't going to get rid of.
Yeah. It all comes down to money. If you've got the money to make the deal without putting the Road King in there, I mean, that's what it comes down to is money.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. So he's going to rework it on Tuesday and let me know what he can do.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'll be saying,
See you later, Lolly. Have a good day, Lolly.
Bye-bye, Lolly.
Yeah. I'll be saying, add $25 more a month on the payment, and I can keep my Road King.
Yeah.
Things that make you go,
Hey, John, is insurance on a bike in Ohio, is it very expensive or is it so or?
It's expensive if you get full coverage. If it's just liability, it's not too bad. But on a Harley, of course, you want full coverage. So
Yeah.
even though my Road King was paid off, I still had full coverage on it.
Well, I got full coverage on all three of our bikes, and it's $680 a year.
Yeah. But to me, that should be like cut in half. Like, it should be no more than $300 a year. But
I know.
I pay. I think I pay. I'm through State Farm. I use State Farm for my motorcycle insurance. They used to have Progressive, but Progressive kept going up so much. I think I paid like $85 every year. I pay like $40-something every 6 months.
Bam.
But have you got full coverage on them?
No, I didn't put full coverage on.
Okay. Yeah, the full coverage is that's where all the money comes in.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, because I probably shouldn't admit this on live air, but up till about 4 or 5 years ago, I never rode with a motorcycle license. I never put a tag on my bikes. I never rode with insurance. I just rode. Cops never messed with me.
Now
but,
we
you know, a buddy of mine, he wanted to go take a big trip, and I was like, well, maybe I already get this thing registered and put some insurance on it. Maybe I already get legal if we're going to go for a couple hundred mile ride. Maybe I ought to be legal.
I know now why T-Bone is in disguise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
His face can't be out in public, you know.
Yeah.
He's got a record.
Yeah, you start admitting to things like that. You got to keep your anonymity a little bit if you're going to admit to things like that.
Yeah. Well, hey, I ain't ashamed. I'm with T-Bone. I rode a long time with no license, and I finally went and got my learners. And every 6 months for $10, you go back and renew them for an unlimited amount of times.
And that's what I do right now.
Yeah, and then my insurance agent, he told me, said, if you go get your license, your insurance will go down. Said if you go to a class and and get your license, it would really go down. So I went down to our dealer and took the 3-day class, and I passed it. And all I had to do, go to the DMV and do an eye test. I got my license.
Yeah, I took that 2-day class.
Yeah. And I need to do that. I mean, I really do. I need to break down and just go get my full license.
Then the scooter is like $70 a year, and the Harley's $400-ish, like $60-ish a month.
When the state of Alabama told me I had to get my license, I was 81 years old when I had to go take the test.
Damn.
Because I didn't grandfather in. See, the law changed in 1967, but I was living on the West Coast, so I didn't get grandfathered in. So when I came to Alabama, I drove for all those years not knowing you had to have a motorcycle license in Alabama. I thought I was grandfathered in. And a state patrolman said, no, you have to have the endorsement on your license. So I had to go make an appointment and get it all set up and go take the test. And them ladies over applauded when I passed because I was the oldest in the state of Alabama to get his license.
Wow.
Well, the man up here got a license at 100. You need his license.
Motorcycle?
I'm gonna tell you right now that course, I'm not sure I could pass that course because I've watched what they do in that course. You know, I'm not sure I could. I mean, I probably could pass it, but
I got my
would
license.
probably not want to take my heavy bikes. Yeah.
No, they provide little dirt bikes. Little 250.
You talking about your driving test for the license bureau, or are you talking about the class? Because the test I did with the driving bureau, that's what I did. I didn't go to a class, but that was 30-something years ago. And
Yeah, I had to do it the old-fashioned way.
it's a little
Take
difficult,
the
but
test and do everything in front of an instructor.
yeah, that's the way I did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
my
had to
buddy,
go
he
make
came
an-
in and he said, "Yeah, if you go take this class," he said, "don't take your Harley because they're too heavy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well,
Tricky.
crap."
But it's
Actually-
a kind of a pricey freaking class, so they do provide the bike. That way,
I
whatever.
don't even
go-
remember
yeah,
being
if-
classes
if-
offered back 30 years ago when I got my license. I don't even
They probably
remember.
didn't.
Yeah, if you go to Harley and do it, they use them little 500s.
Some of them might. I just like doing that
'Cause I know
because I just
Hooligan-
walked right. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, that's all right. I was just gonna say Hooligan. I think he ran into the dealership with one of them little 500s.
He did.
Oh God, poor old Hooligan got kicked out of the training course.
Oh, that's fun.
When I was up doing it at the Broom, whatever you call it, DMV, there was people, you know, so there's several people there going through the course, and this guy come up to me. He's on a big old Harley. I forget what kind of Harley it was. This was 30-something years ago. He goes, "Hey, man, can I use your bike?" Because I had a Honda CB 650 Custom I was taking my test in. He says, "Can I use your bike, man? Can I use your bike?" I'm like, "Man, I don't even know you, dude." He's like, if anything happens, I'll pay you. I'm like, "All right," because he didn't want to take his Harley through it because he was watching other people, and he was seeing how difficult it was going to be. So I said, "Sure, go ahead," and he did. He passed it on my bike. So
Hello.
I didn't even know the
That
guy.
was cool.
Hey. I don't know if I'm gonna want anything.
I took my long bed diesel
Anything
for the
making
driver's
sense.
license one. I failed that so quick. There's no way to make the 3-point turn with that thing.
With my Rolly. Yep.
I had to go back.
Going to
Took a
Walmart,
Miata.
Get me a can of that chicken.
Yada.
I was like, pass. All right, sweet.
All right. We'll get y'all something or whatever.
Hey, Jim.
Okay.
Hey, Jim. Took his class. That's a class. Yeah.
Okay.
He says he took his class on a 250cc that they provided, and it cost him $100 to do the course.
Yeah, and it's super easy. It was like 15, 20 questions, and it's like shit you've already been going over for the 2 days, and then they give you a little voucher, and you walk right into the DMV, and they just print you out a new license.
Okay. Love you too.
Otherwise, you gotta freaking.
We love you
set
too,
up an
Katie.
appointment.
T-Bone said, "I love you too, Katie." Okay. Well done. All right.
I ain't gonna get an answer. I bet she didn't tell me she loved me too.
Yeah, she said she did. Do what?
Oh,
Bye. Hey, say hey to T-Bone.
hey, Katie. Katie Bug. Bring us
Bye.
back something good to eat.
That's what she's calling church. She's out of church. She gotta go get her daddy something, and she'll be home.
That food sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that would be me there, right there, Jim. I'd be afraid of all the bad habits I picked up riding my whole life. I would go in there with a bunch of bad habits and get in trouble.
Yeah. But what I was
Where's
But what
Moto today?
go ahead.
Where's
Oh,
Moto?
He I think he had a ride or something. But get back talking about the insurance. The only reason I keep full coverage on mine is going to the bike weeks the way I do, and there's so many motorcycles that get stolen.
Yeah.
I break my heart. I walked out, my bike was gone. At least I can get something.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Theft
Won't
protection.
get it all. You'll get something though. They'll give you what the price is, what the blue book is on your bike. That's what they'll give you.
Yeah, but that's better than nothing.
Yeah. That's true. Yep.
Guys, speaking of blue books and cranking motorcycles, I'm gonna have to go out here. I'm gonna go crank my bikes up a little bit. I hadn't ran that. I've got to get the back tire fixed on my Road King. I've been procrastinating for about 3 weeks, but I'm gonna go crank them up, and then I gotta go pick my son up from work here in a little bit. But I'll holler at y'all here a little bit later on.
All right, T-Bone, have a good day. We'll catch you on the next one.
See
So
you,
Motor's
T-Bone.
going on a ride today.
Yeah, I don't
say
know.
Motor-
I don't know if he is or not. I don't know what he's doing today.
He might be sleeping, might be eating.
Might be taking a break.
Yeah, I don't
Taking
know.
a
Right.
Well, guys, I just popped in for a minute. The wife's in there making me a 3-way. So
A what? You're
Yeah.
making a what?
3-way.
With well,
Spaghetti, spaghetti, chili, and cheese.
oh, that 3-way. Okay.
Oh,
I know what you were thinking, Mac. I know it. My wife's in there laughing her. She's laughing her butt off.
let me
right
put the
now.
bottle. Let me put the bottle away. You know, candy is quicker. Is quicker.
No, I'm just gonna say make a video.
You're laughing
Went
her ass
south
off.
real fast.
She's laughing.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, I'll catch you guys on later on or on the next one. See y'all.
All right,
See you,
John.
See you, John.
Bye,
That's the
buddy.
mayor of Cleveland.
Keep that Road King. Keep the Road King.
Keep the Road King. So,
Then there was only 4.
Holy
Man,
crap.
I woke up, rode over and grabbed my phone and seen Mac was on live. I come in here. I ain't combed my hair.
Anything?
Huh?
Ain't straight my beard out.
No.
Huh?
Oh, that was Joyce talking to me in the background, asking me about breakfast. I said, I've already had breakfast.
Oh, yeah, that's what Katie said. What you want for lunch? You know, I'm on damn it.
son of
Yeah, I'm on a fast. I'm fasting for a couple of days.
Huh.
Till 2-ish.
Yeah, I've been up all night. You know why?
Yeah, that stuff
Yeah.
will get you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've been hurting real bad in my side. And I got to thinking about it the other day. I told Katie, you know, how can I say this nicely? My intake, it's been a hell of a lot more than the outtake. And I think that's why my side has been killing me so bad. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
Why don't you eat some roughage? Why don't you eat a couple salads and clean yourself
Prunes.
up a little bit?
Tell him prunes.
Prunes.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
she-
true. I mean, salad will do a better job. Salad will clean you out.
Some
Yeah, I
fig
think that-
Newtons.
Yeah, she going through, I think she going to Zaxby's, get me a grilled chicken salad.
Eat a big salad.
They did a prune salad. That's being out there.
Yeah. The only problem not eating, I get that little sick feeling, feel like I'm going to puke everywhere.
Yeah.
Might not hurt to do that a couple times, you know, I don't know. She went to Walmart the other day and I told her, go back there and ask them, you know, what do they recommend for help digestion, you know, food digest. So she went to Walmart, got a few things and cut.
Brussels sprouts are good.
Yeah, she got a few things and came back out to the truck. We was halfway home. I said, "What'd you get?" Oh, they said they couldn't suggest anything. Well, find time to tell me now, Lucille. Why didn't you tell me that when you got in the truck? But anyway, it is what it is. But this stuff right here, all it does is help flush out what's already ready to come out. It don't do anything that still haven't went through the cycle yet.
Eat a bowl of Raisin Bran every day.
Well, we went to the nut house. I got me a couple bags of pecans. Pecans, a lot of fiber.
On fiber?
I thought fiber binds you up.
These are real tender. With them.
Doesn't fiber bind you up?
Oh, prunes.
Oh yeah, I thought you was eating more dates.
Well, it's supposed to make you go.
This is how I stay warm.
Look right here, Ray. There's a prune for you.
There you
Prune.
go.
You can get a couple of those going.
Prunes run your sugar up.
Yeah, they are sugary.
Yeah, they are sugary.
Yeah. So you damn if you do and damn if you don't.
Yeah. Salad.
I know. I know.
So good.
Yeah, we had a ride. We had a ride yesterday. I wasn't going to eat, and I wound up. Katie got a hamburger steak with mushrooms on it, and I think I ate about 4 bites of her
Zero
steak.
sugar added to this. No, it add none. It's like it now.
Natural sugar.
Let's eat 3 of them in a row.
Yeah.
I'm doing myself sleep.
Yeah. Well, Mac, how long did you say you gonna stay out there?
I'm gonna leave here after the 27th of December.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Her birthday's on the 27th. I'm gonna stay till after her birthday.
Okay. And after Christmas and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of look at the weather because I'd like to go across the northern. I'd like to go back to Sturgis. I'd like to go over and have a beer over there at the Gas Monkey Garage in Sturgis. But I doubt if I can get there from here.
You may want to double check to make sure they're still open.
Yeah, because they closed down certain,
They said it's gonna be open
They
year
said
round.
that they were going to try to be open all year round. I don't trust that. They said they were going to try to be open all year round, but I don't trust their reliability.
That's what kind you take.
Mac, you got my message?
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was your message there? I was showing a package of prunes.
On the phone?
Oh my! I don't even have my phone. It's in there somewhere. Did you send me one this morning?
Yes.
Okay. Have you got something worked out?
Huh?
Have you got something worked out or something? Or
No, I just sent you that message. That's all.
okay, I haven't. No, I haven't got the phone. If I had it, I would. It would be there.
All right.
Let me go get your phone.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, she's got it on the charger, but it should be charged now. Yeah, we was really looking forward to a tour of OC's bar last night, but it was bedtime for the family, so maybe the next time we get together, we can get OC to take us a tour of the bar.
Yeah, that's right. We got to see
Not
OC
like he's-
last night.
We was going to watch it last night. You remember Outlaw?
Yeah, but I think he started in like 3 or 4 hours, and it was already like 2.
It's up to 90%.
What?
It's up to 90%.
Yeah.
All right, let me get the message here. Here we go. Coming up here.
Boar's Nest Roadhouse. That's where I would want to stop if I was in Sturgis. Temporarily closed, huh?
Temporarily closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the world?
No. I didn't see your message, Sick.
No. I sent it. But they sent it to the wrong person.
No,
Let me double check.
Yeah, look at your email. Yeah.
Keeping secrets.
No.
we've got secret messages.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
No pictures of
Man, there's some
Bill.
messages I've missed here.
Mhm.
7:15 a.m.
10:15 a.m.
Hey, John. Oh,
The long message.
Okay,
man. Let me say John's back. I'm up here looking at my other screen, which is a few minutes behind. I have to keep my mind. Look at this one. Oh, there we go again. God damn it.
oh, what happened?
Oh, I keep jerking on my headphones and pulling my pad over.
Doesn't say delivered either.
The phone is on. Well, if you got it right there and I've got the phone in my hand, just send it to me again. That way, Stick, I'll make sure I get it right here as it comes in. Or can you cut and paste it?
Yep, I sent it again.
Okay, I've got the phone here in my hand. Oh, how about that?
And right away.
What's your plans today, Outlaw?
Probably go ride for a little bit and studying. Gotta pass some tests for the CDL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I think you would enjoy driving a truck.
At least for a year and get the OTR experience. And
Yeah, I mean, with you not being married, don't have no kids, you don't have, it just, I mean, you can see the country on somebody else's dime.
yeah, without the heartache, because I ain't gotta
Yeah.
leave anybody.
Yeah, and make money on top of it.
Yeah, and what I'd like to do is trade the Sportster in and get a road glide, and then start a chopper build sometime halfway next year.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to do, and then that way I could actually, afford it without it breaking the pockets.
Do you watch any trucking channels on YouTube?
Yeah, I do actually.
Like Buck Brown's neighbor down there, South Georgia Hot Shots.
Yeah.
Him and Lita. I mean, they stay on the road like 4 or 5 months and make up. I mean, they're averaging like 1,000, 1,500 a day. Now they do they do own their own truck, so you still got to take the breakdowns and all that, tires. But if I had a friend of mine a couple years ago went to Maverick. Damn, bro, what happened?
I'm here.
Okay. Everybody got quiet. But he went to Maverick. Now Maverick will house you and show they'll do your classes for you. They'll pull the truck in the shed and show you the proper way of loading the truck, strapping down the truck, and everything. And he said he brings home about $1,200 a week.
Yeah. There's a company right down the road that I just have to get my permit, and then I could sign a little it's a 9-month contract with them. But
Yeah,
they
you
do
have.
the training and
Yep.
put you in the truck for that, and do OTR training for like 6 weeks. That's paid. And then I had a buddy over there, and that's about what he's doing. It's like he's making 1,400, 1,800 a week. So I was like, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
So if you can leave, I ain't trying to get personal, but the house, is that your house you're in?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we do split
Who's on the
the
leash?
mortgage.
You by yourself?
Okay.
It's split, but I mean, names on it.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if you could do this and leave without having any home bills besides like your motorcycle insurance, and, and then everything you make, you could just
Pocket
bank it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up, renting a room out or something and
Yeah. So
make up the difference.
within a year and a half, 2 years, you ought to have a pretty fat bank account.
Yeah, it should be padded pretty nicely. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just not nip it in the butt for a few years and get to it.
Ow!
Yep. Because you can live in the truck.
Yeah. Yeah, heck yeah.
But let me tell you something. I worked on tractor trailers for a while. Some of them, I refuse to work inside of some of those trucks. Because they live in them. They live in them, and I know it's hard to take a shower on the road. I understand that.
It sounds like Robert, his voice.
But the smell, man, oh, Lord.
Some of them smoking them all day, too.
Smoking them all day. Some of them, some of them you got a 5-gallon bucket to use the bathroom in, and the BO, and just don't keep the trucks clean. I mean, I had one. I almost got fired because I refused to get in that truck.
Yeah, my buddy's a mechanic at the Freightliner over at the Triple T, and sometimes I'll go over just to visit with them, and I've been in some of those trucks. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like,
at least put an air freshener. Yeah, at least put an air freshener in it.
Yeah. Luckily, this company is all new trucks, like 22 plus, and so hopefully they shouldn't be too ruined.
I watch a lot of JBG Travels. Johnny Be Good, and he just about he lives in his truck. He goes home some, but he runs a reefer.
Yeah.
That's easy work.
Easy bump docking, dock bumping.
Yep.
That I wouldn't mind.
Hello, South Oz.
I'd like to get a hazmat and tanker endorsement too, so that way after that year I could do something along the lines of fuel hauling.
Yeah, because that's more money.
Yeah. That'd be a good time. I mean, that's what I like to do on my bike anyway. So, I mean, if I could, you got AC and you could plug your computer in, I'm like, ain't you getting paid? Chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been studying for. I should start up in January, maybe a little late December.
Yeah, no peace. Yeah.
Yeah, that way I could get that road glide.
Pay cash for it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wouldn't want to.
I see your ear. I see. They didn't good enough for about a week.
A lot of Christmas decorations going up. We got our tree up yesterday, and we took a ride down to Lake Meridian, which is down here a little ways. And a lot of Christmas lights starting to show up. Usually they start putting up around close to Thanksgiving. So,
even Christmas, ain't Thanksgiving yet.
Is it a real tree?
No, mine's a flocked, one of those already artificially flocked artificial trees.
That's okay. They're cleaner. Don't shed everywhere.
Exactly, especially when you go moving it out of the house.
Oh man.
Yeah, we loaded it up in the back of the truck and brought it up here with us, and I told I'll ask my sister first before bringing it, and so family's going to come down here. A lot of my family is coming here to celebrate the holidays, Thanksgiving. I think we're having Thanksgiving here, aren't we?
Hey, I'll be back in a minute. I got to run to the can.
Oh, hurry up! Hurry up! Come on!
Nope.
Damn, what did I just?
Oh, now he's on it. He's going to sit there and shit in his britches if you don't go.
Yeah, trip and fall.
You can't run when you're in that situation.
Nope.
No.
You do the penguin walk.
The knees together.
Oh, this is gonna be a mess.
He'll be on all fours.
Yeah.
Do it.
Can you have another one?
Yeah. It's starting to stink in here.
Oh. Well, the sun is partially out. Looks better today than it did yesterday, don't it?
Oh yeah, it's a little bit brighter, not much, but it is. Instead of dark gray, it's light gray.
Didn't Cindy say she's going to stop by today on the way back from the cabin? Huh?
She said, didn't she change it? Well, she said Sunday night or Monday
Oh.
because something about Holden. So she said, no, maybe Monday or Donald or something. No, she said maybe Monday because it wasn't
Move this stuff into the living room. I managed not to set off the smoke detector with bacon.
Oh my God.
That's the first.
Oh. Why do people start sitting around their mouth open for?
Huh?
Why does people start sitting around
I
there?
like my mouth open.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I come I had my mouth open, I guess. Ready to say a word, I guess. There's Bodo right there. No, I'll try to keep my lips shut.
No, it's old people do that. Their bottom lip jaw drops and they sit there.
I never look at people.
When you're talking, you're looking at the wall. There it comes opening and now it's closed. Putting in John.
Yeah.
I noticed everybody does that. Even Mama started it when she was 80. Started letting hers crack open. You know. Because your nose is stuffed.
I don't know.
Oh
Push
my
it up.
I never paid attention.
Berries and bacon.
No, you will. You'll be looking at all the old folks. They'll be sitting
eggs
around
and
like
bacon toast.
Yum yum yum.
So, Outlaw, you were there. Am I a complete asshole or what is it? I mean,
No, you're good.
You there in wheel burners too?
No, I
That
just seen.
completely ganged up on.
No, I've seen him on with the title. I just skipped over it. I didn't even feel like hearing it.
I was completely ganged up on in
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Some people just get their
like
fucking
all
panties in a
sudden I
bundle.
was the asshole. It was all turned around. I'm the asshole now.
I think it's just because they don't see everything. Like, because they only hop in for a second.
And they don't know everything.
And you know what's funny is me and Mac talked with him last night, and I mean he was completely chill, like a different person.
Yeah, well, that has to do with the mental illness. Like you don't know what you're gonna get every night.
So,
you don't know what you're gonna get, bro.
Yeah, I don't know who he has personal beef with, but
You
I
can
was like,
get Robin A.
No, I know you're not talking about you.
E, or whatever you want to call it. Robin number 1, Robin number 2, Robin number 3, Robin number 4, Robin number 5. What number are you gonna get?
Just depends which one wakes up. I was like,
Drunk Robin, tripping Robin. What Robin? What Robin may we have? I mean, listen.
You never know.
I just don't need. And all I was saying is, listen, my friends have made some simple guidelines. You've broken them multiple times on purpose to test the waters. You will not be testing any more waters.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah, honestly, I don't think you're out of hand, or I don't think you're out of pocket or anything.
And now it's made into, now we're back in high school.
Yeah.
Now we're back in high school, and I'm the bully.
I don't know why you got that. I don't know why it's
I don't get it
turned
either,
like
bro.
that.
I'm just like, you know what? I left the live, and I started getting texts, and my response was, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, I would just ignore it, honestly. I think there's just too many personalities mixing, and
Are they? You want to support that mental midget? Go ahead. But I don't have to torment my brain and put up with that shit.
No.
Because Robin, this is what Robin's going to do now. He screwed up the inner circle. What's up, Mr. Gregory?
I hit the wrong button.
He screwed up the inner circle. So now he's going to try to go to the outside of the circle. He's going to go to Frogzilla. He's going to go to Mac. He's going to go to Wheelburner. He's going to go to Sterling. He's going to go to all the outside people. Rod. He's going to go to David, and he's going to slowly manipulate them and get on there, and he'll be on his best behavior for a while.
Yeah. Well, I noticed there's a lot of how can I say this? Butt hurt people, kind of, because of what we're doing.
Yeah. But I understand the reasoning behind it, and it's a just reason. It's a practical reason. It's not like you're asking for too much.
No, we just asking to.
You're asking for rule number 1.
Yeah.
And rule number 1 can be tied into many, 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 many different situations.
Yeah.
Many scenarios. Just don't be a dick about other people, about what you say, about how you treat other people, about other people's feelings. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what? And he's always got to test the waters. And let me tell you something, okay? I've dealt with mental illness my entire life. My mother tried to kill my entire family on Easter morning in 1989 or 90, whatever it was. I've been dealing with mental illness ever since. And my mother was batshit crazy. Okay? When she was not on her medication, you didn't know who the hell she was. I remember one day loading my mother into the back of an ambulance and saying, "Goodbye, Mom. I hope you feel better." And her response to me was, "Fuck you, Eric."
Yeah, that's what I thought she was gonna say. I don't know why, but yeah.
I was like, "Okay, Mom. Thanks. I love you."
Yeah.
Hey, Desert Outlaw, she would have told you that and your horse too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my mother.
Have fun with your horse girlfriend. Yeah, thanks.
I am so like my mother. Hopefully not with the paranoid schizophrenic part. You know what I'm saying? But like my mother just said whatever she wanted. and she just
Yeah.
rattled it off, and she didn't put up with any shit.
That's
And,
okay.
you know, I'm just like, I was at my maximum with that kid, dude.
Yeah, it probably brings back bad
Oh.
feelings.
It does, and it brings back resentful feelings, and I don't want to
Yeah.
deal with that.
No, that shit sucks to think about.
You know, and I can see it. He tries to manipulate Mac. He tries to manipulate David, and I know that they're too smart for that. But he'll be sweet as pie in the beginning. You wait till he gets liquored up one night, or him and his girl are fighting, or whatever, or he starts tripping his face off, and he starts drinking after that, or he starts drinking first. Who knows? Maybe he's snorting meth too. You never know about that. He's snorting a bunch of meth. You know,
Well,
no
I can
one's
tolerate.
and then no one's like,
I'm
Oh,
snorting.
everyone's like, I've known him for so long. He has a good heart. His heart's in the. I'm like, no, okay, whatever. So you're gonna entertain? That's like entertaining Lucy, the guy, the redhead that dresses up like a girl, the redheaded dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that, bro? That is like the poster child of mental illness. And so is Robin. You know, but he's cunning. Jesus, I'm spitting everything. I'm so cunning. I'm spitting on everything. He's cunning and he's manipulative, and he's he does it to test the limits. And I'm just like, I'm over you, bro. Like, I don't have to put up with it. My friends don't need to put up with it. You know, you can't follow one simple rule, which is don't be a dick, and you're just being a dick, like all the time. I'm over it.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to keep on bringing it up. You know, I just got freaking earful from. I mean, I'm just like, I'm ready to be like, I'm done. I'm not going on a live for like a month.
Yeah.
Christmas, Merry Happy Thanksgiving. I'm out.
But you know, I mean, each of us is our own. You know, we're some of us don't. You know, if Mac wants to have them on, that's Mac. You know, or Dave, or Outlaw, or you know, I mean,
That's their business. But if he
Yeah.
comes on here, I'm leaving. I'm out. Okay? I surrender.
yeah.
I don't want to be subject to. Every time I hear him speak, I get stupid.
The only
I
thing
get
that
more stupid. I do. I swear to God, I get more dumb just by listening to him talk.
Changed
Yeah.
over and I have to rejoin the
the
cloud because
the only
I don't know.
yeah.
So
And I
just think
apologize to your
there's a
sister,
couple
Mac.
now you better change.
Remember, we never downloaded it. Whatever was already on that phone's what we downloaded.
No, it was already on my phone. I was going to say maybe cloud had something to do with the block of the rest of them because there's a lot on cloud. And he didn't decide not to come. No, he said I have to fill out something. Keep cloud.
You don't have to be a member of Cloud.
I got all my pictures on cloud.
Mac,
can't keep
please apologize to your sister for my language. I'm sorry.
Oh no, she
No, it's just
she's from Alabama.
no problem.
Is that
No problem.
She's had me as her brother all of her life.
Yeah.
What got me sideways with him is that night that my grandkids was on here.
Yes.
He was saying he was cussing a little bit, but when he picked the cat up and said that P word,
That would have infuriated me.
I don't want my kid. Yeah, I don't want my young grandkids hearing that word. I mean, why couldn't he say, "Hey, look, here's my cat"?
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
Well, he meant to say what he said. He knew it. Yeah, I don't want my grandkids hearing that. It's just like last night. My daughter and grandkids was on here.
Yeah.
You know,
Mr. Gregory, do you have a granddaughter or a granddaughter named Jennifer?
me.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know Jennifer? Because I thought she was
Jennifer?
related to you. Yeah.
I
No.
think that one's Mo.
She has no content.
Real content over there.
Where at?
I don't know
Is she
where
on
she
here?
came from,
Hand there, Joyce.
Huh?
Is any water in that bowl?
and I don't know where she came from.
Today, now, or yesterday?
No, this was a couple of days ago.
Water right here.
Oh, I seen that.
You
I
saw
seen
that,
that.
right?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, and I subbed to her.
Yeah.
No,
Just
my
to see.
granddaughter.
Somebody's been drinking.
My granddaughter's is Kenzie Ray,
Put it back here.
Skylar,
Okay.
Yeah, he knows where it's at. We can live it.
Macy.
Answer.
And Madison and Lily. I don't have, but I seen that.
But he's a wiggle man.
Yeah.
Wiggle.
Hey, stop that.
Wiggle.
So that's, what is that? 28, 14, 14 is 28.
As a matter of fact, I think I clicked on her channel.
Yeah, I subscribed to her.
It's good.
Maybe it's one of them twins we was talking about today.
No, you're a baby fuzzy old fuzzy ball. Yeah, I'm a fuzzy baby. Ooh.
Is it snowing up there, Mac?
All the peaks have got snow on them.
Nice.
Wow.
They're snowing. They're already skiing up in some of the higher elevations. Usually it's sometime after Thanksgiving before the snow comes down low enough they can ski locally.
Can you see Mount St. Helens?
If it was a clear day, I could go to that window right over there and see Mount St. Helens. Yes.
That's
Dang.
awesome. That's awesome.
No, he asked me if I could see Mount St. Helens. You can see Mount St. Helens from anywhere in the valley.
Wow.
Yeah, and
I see
right from her window, she looks across her driveway. Mount Rainier is sitting there, 14,000-foot peak.
Wow. Which one's bigger? Rainier, right?
Rainier is much bigger than anything in our state.
Yeah.
But if you look to the north, you got Mount Baker up around north of Seattle. It's called Mount Baker, and you can see that on a clear day too.
Wow.
In fact, from up on the hill here, you can see Mount Hood in Portland, Oregon.
And all the Cascades.
No kidding.
You can.
And then
There's
over
a.
You have what's called the Olympic Peninsula, and it's all snow-capped peaks over there. That's the Olympic Range.
There's resorts like a ski resort at Mount Hood, huh?
There's a lot of ski resorts there, but Washington has some of the most premier skiing resorts in the nation.
Dang.
Our snow here on the western side is more of a wet snow. If you want the powder, you got to go to the eastern side of the mountain. Because see what happens, all wet and moisture comes off the ocean. It rises up to go over the mountains. It really puts the powder on the back side of the mountain.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
if you
makes
want the powder, you got to go to eastern Washington. If you don't mind skiing in wet snow, you got it right here a lot.
Yeah, that's what it is over here. It's slush and ice.
Hey. We were all, my sister, all of our whole family, we was up in, we was in the Sierra Nevada skiing up there. And within 2 hours, everybody had to be taken to the hospital.
Yeah.
What happened? We got up around 9,000 or 10,000 feet, and it's everything froze, and we were up there. You see, we went up in nice powder, but everything froze, and it was a disaster coming out. A lot of really good skiers got hurt that day.
Yeah.
All of us got hurt. Some of us got hurt worse than others.
That's crazy.
But if you like that kind of stuff, you know, you being young, you probably like skateboarding and snowboarding. That's a big deal here in the Northwest.
Do like to snowboard. That's probably one of my favorite winter sports.
We got some really beautiful sand dunes down in Oregon, down at Coos Bay, and you can take your surfboard and get up the top of these 375-foot dunes and go off the face of the dune. You can get hit 40 coming down off just on your board.
Yeah, Coos Bay, Oregon is sweet.
Over 300 feet, and you're looking right at the Pacific Ocean when you're going down. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice land over there.
If you ever,
plus they got the pine trees.
Oh yeah, if you go, you got all the different kinds of evergreen timber. But if you're at Coos Bay, go to Winchester Bay. They have oyster beds there. They have oyster beds that they grow their own culture oysters, and they're the most delicious. They're disease-free oysters, and you can go get the fresh ones right out of the Pacific. They have these big oyster farms there. If you're an
That
oyster
sounds
eater.
like a good time.
I love deep fried oysters.
I like them raw with a little Tabasco.
I do
Lemon.
too. I've even had them with Worcestershire sauce in a glass, like a shot glass with Worcestershire, and you down them puppies.
Oyster shot.
You better have somebody you can write to because your pencil's going to be full of lead. That's semi-bugger, I guess. When you saw my message I sent to you there, did you sick?
Oh. Yeah. I mean, that's nobody needs that, bro. You know?
I know. I say to you, make it happen, number one.
It's just, you know, I can't. I don't have time for that. Lady, you want a piece of bacon? No, I don't want it. Right. I got like an extra like 7 pieces of bacon, and I don't know what to give it to the dog. God, give me some bacon with bacon. Right. I got like an extra like 7 pieces of bacon, and I don't know what to give it to the dog.
Oh, okay.
God, give me
I'm trying to see him on here.
I got like an extra like 7 pieces of bacon, and I don't know what to give it to the dog.
They're all Christmas. Yeah, Christmas lights.
How about that right there? He gets a lot of snow and never skis.
Mr. Gregory go.
He was right down in there, but he must have had to step out for a second.
What's up, 2-4?
Oh yeah, ice skating is really a murder on your ankles. My sister and I, we was up in Gatlinburg, and they got a really nice Olympic size ice skate rink up there. You better have you some good ankles if you're going to do any ice skating.
Yeah. I'm no good at ice skating.
Better back out.
You ever go up to Yosemite during Christmas and they have that big ice skating rink and the big light up tree? That's a good time.
Yeah, we used to. We only lived like 90 miles from Yosemite when we lived over by Merced, and we used to run up from Merced up to Mariposa, right into the south gate of going in. We on the way up there, we'd take our fishing pole and we'd catch those beautiful rainbow trout and cook them in a big skillet right alongside the river on the Merced River.
Oh, man. That's a good time.
Yeah. Oh, some great pan-sized fish. You know?
Fry them up.
Oh yeah, them and some baked beans. You know.
Oh yeah.
I always like it. You fry the fish, then I'd open my beans right over in that hot grease. You know where the flour and stuff is on the fish, and that makes them old pork and beans come alive.
Yeah, I like doing that and throwing it on a little sourdough.
I used to have a complete oven when we'd go camping. In fact, when my wife and I got married in 1990, we went camping at a place called Salmon-La-Sac. It's a high mountainous trail riding where you do horseback riding. Yeah, basically, the only way you can get in there is by horseback or by foot. And my gosh, we took our oven and we set that. My wife made scones in the camp. Oh, they were so good. You put that butter on them scones.
Mm.
And then
little
that
poppy
night,
seeds in them.
she fixed these great big old steaks that I had them in the cooler all laid out. Oh, I knew I'd married the right woman. She's a good cook.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite, is some campfire steaks. A little butter and rosemary.
Yeah. Camp cooking is the best. I had this buddy of mine. He was a Navy cook, and we used to go up and set these radio camps up in the mountain where we'd hang up all of our antennas and we'd broadcast all around the world from these mountainous locations. And when he'd find out where we was at, he would come up and join us, but he always insisted on cooking breakfast. And he had like a 15-inch skillet, and he'd crack a dozen eggs in that skillet, put a little bit of water, cover that with a lid, and your eggs would come out sunny side up just the way you want them. They wouldn't scramble all over the place. If you wanted them well done, you could have them that way. Oh, my God, it was good. He'd cook them in bacon grease.
Yeah, that's the trick. Bacon grease and some water so it fluffs up.
Yeah.
Some tater tots and some white gravy and make a casserole.
I killed a bunch of grouse one time when we was out elk hunting. The grouse was, you just take your little 22 pistol and you shoot them in the head. They'll sit there and bob their little heads up and down. When they're on the limb, the grouse will sit there and just move their head up. When that head quits, you shoot them, and then you don't mess the meat up. So I had like 6 grouse in there that I had killed, and I hung them on the inside the door so no animals could come and take the birds. And her husband, Ray, he opened that door, and hanging on that knob was these 6 birds. When it came out, they all hit him in the face. That was funny. I mean, it was like these hawks would eat his head off or something.
Yeah.
Grouse, that blue Russell grouse is so pretty.
They kind of taste like dove breast.
Kind of they kind of remind me of a pheasant, or a chucker. You know, it's a gamey little bird, but it's kind of like a banty hen.
Okay.
They run. You know, my Angelique saw the very first roadrunner right there on Highway 59 up in the desert and up there in the cactus. She saw a real roadrunner. She was so happy.
They're quick.
But anyway, I cleaned all them birds and I put them in a sack with flour, salt, and pepper and stuff, and I fried them in a skillet like you'd fry chicken, southern fried grouse. And then all that flour in the bottom of the skillet, I took and made cream gravy out of that with all that flavor. Oh, hell, that was so good.
Yeah, that sounds super good.
I was the cook in the kitchen, you know, when we went camping. That was the part I like best of all, is the food, you know.
Yeah. Camping sucks if you don't have good food.
Camping sucks if you don't have good food.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get down an elk and you take that back strap or the tenderloin off, it's going to feed your count. And you better fly cut them. Oh, you cut it with a fork. It's so tender.
Oh man, we've got some good elk up in Colorado when we got them, cut the back straps off. I think that's probably the best part.
Dude, I can't believe I went through 18 eggs again. I got 2 regular left in the 18 pack, and I got 7 hard boiled in the refrigerator. So that's 7, 8, 9. I still went through 8 eggs in like 2 days, 3 days. Jeez, that's a lot of eggs.
You're gonna need to just get some chickens.
Eggs are good for you.
Yep.
That's what I
He
think.
eats so many eggs, he's gonna be shitting eggs. He'll be laying eggs.
I'm going to be laying eggs, Mr. Gregory.
So you eat eggs, lay eggs, you eat eggs, you endless supply of eggs.
Yeah.
He'll eat so many eggs, he's going to have pin feathers on his neck.
That's it. 77 outside right now.
Jeez.
Wow.
77 and a low of 53.
We're pretty chilly here. What you got outside your window?
42, 46,
4?
almost 47.
Almost 47 degrees here.
Yeah.
55 over here.
Wow.
And it is, what time is it? Almost 11 o'clock.
Well, I ain't looked, but I would be willing to say it's probably about 67, 68 here.
Dang.
I just looked at home a while ago, and it is beautiful, sunshiny. Here's the front yard. Oh, it's
Yep,
beautiful.
It is here.
Yeah, that's the time of year to turn off all the AC and heat and just chill.
Yep.
There be Miss Piggy right there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Miss Piggy.
Oh,
at
that
the
looks like a
barn.
nice day.
Yeah, look at that blue
Blue
sky. If I
sky,
can
yeah.
figure out how to show it to you.
It's foggy here.
Yeah, blue sky down the driveway.
Overcast. Big overcast.
Yep, that's about where it is here. I was gonna get up early this morning and do a backyard live, and I changed my mind. Well, the hell, I didn't change my mind. I didn't get up till what? 11 o'clock.
My sister come to see me one time, and I believe in 1999, and we barbecued on my back deck. It was 68 degrees on Christmas Day.
Yeah. It's sunny.
Yeah, it's really, really sunny.
I remember that. Mother was there too. Mother.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Mother
pictures
was
of
on.
us.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. There it is. Warm. What?
What's
Yeah.
Glenfiddich?
There on it.
I tell you what, I found when we got over there, I believe it was going up towards Phoenix, we encountered a lot of fog. And they had been an 18-wheeler crashed up there in Phoenix just before you take that exit, you know, when you're going up north out on 10, for you have to kind of do some dog legging right up there where you finally go west on 10. That's where the truck had crashed up there. It one fatality.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrecks up there. And then when you come into town, that big intersection highway thing that's like 7 high, there's always a lot of rollovers right there.
When we left Gilroy, California, that's over by Sacramento. When we left Gilroy, you had less than a quarter-mile visibility with the fog, and it stayed that way all the way to Redding, California, 200 and something miles. You know, about
Redding's
50,
nice.
about as high as you can go. Well,
Did
it's
you go
31 degrees Celsius over in Thailand, 31 degrees Celsius.
Well, let's see. Let's do the conversion.
The conversion.
What, 55?
87.
87, yeah. 50 degrees different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Something like
that's
that.
hot over there. Morn. Did you go through Quartzsite, Mac? Quartzsite, Arizona.
I did go through Quartzsite. I mean, it was right there, right off the freeway. I didn't go over in the little town.
Okay, that's a cool little town to stop. It's like a whole bunch of gems and minerals and stuff. They got a long-term RV parking. I think it's $70 for 8 months or 9 months. You can just park out there. Yeah, it's super cheap, and they got bathrooms and water and pump out, and you can take tent, and it's pretty dispersed.
Yeah, I wanted to take her to Slab City over in California by Salton Sea.
Slab City's cool. Yeah, I've been there.
Oh my God. I wanted to go over there, but going up on 59, that we were too far to the east of it, but it was pretty enough going up there. But I wanted her to see Slab City. And
Slab City.
There's a cool little crackhead girl over there, and she has like a library.
Yeah,
she sells. Yeah, it's an interesting little town.
I went to Salvation Mountain.
Yep. I went when you were able to go walk through it too, but it's all closed.
I went when I went cross country. I think when we came back, we went past Salvation Mountain. I gotta make a coffee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, definitely stop there too, especially during the Gem and Mineral show. They got all kinds of characters out there. And they got big, like, cathedrals is what they call them. And it's like 8-9 foot amethyst cuts, 10-foot amethyst, diamonds.
Hey, come on, kids. Come on. Come on. We got 4 of them. You'll take my baby in there. Yeah. Take my baby with me.
This baby?
My baby. No, not that baby.
This is my baby.
Hand me that little baby right there. We got little babies everywhere. Let me show you, Ray. My sister, one of my sister's little babies. This little thing is, I would steal that little. This little guy is Colton right here. Colton thinks he's a pit bull.
Oh yeah, that's
nice little. He's a nice little guy. Get you.
Can't get her.
It's hard to catch her.
Hound dog.
But yesterday he met this big, beautiful German police dog over at the pot shop, and both these guys carrying these. I told you about them guys carrying them big old guns. And he walked over, and this little dog right here could not take his eyes off that big old German police dog. It would have been just a snack for him. Little fella.
You gotta keep him warm.
Well, this has been exceptionally cold weather for Theo. He's 15 years old, so he has not slept in his bed since he got here. He's been sleeping in my bed every night. And he likes to get right up next to you when he's cold.
Oh, yeah. Try to get some warmth.
He hasn't seen 38-degree weather since back in the winter in Alabama, back in that very January. We have an abundance of sunshine in Alabama. You know, for everything you think, oh, how wonderful to have 300 days a year of sunshine. But the problem being is we've also got pine trees, like Ray will tell you. And what you find in pine trees is always ticks everywhere.
Oh.
If you live anywhere in the South, you're going to pick a tick off.
Yeah.
They'll fall out of the trees. They'll just, they got you. Come on now. What we got? What is that? She dug up some more stuff here. I thought sick is gonna go. Oh hell.
Yeah, tequila.
Yeah, she
That looks like some good stuff right there. Yeah, it is. That's what I thought.
Yeah, buddy.
It's,
Let me see what it is. Tequila. Of course, we know it's tequila. Look at it. Will kill you, man.
yeah. Get on the logo.
Joyce, we got we bought some major supplies yesterday. One of them, we traditionally have been doing this for many years. We always have fudge sickles during December. Joyce got us laid in a supply of fudge sickles after a hard day of eating gummies and everything. You want to soothe down your day with a chocolate bar.
Holy shit.
Sickle. Do you know where Angelique, where is the bomb at? It might be in the refrigerator. Angelique. Honey, bring me the bomb. I showed this off the other day. I can't wait for the family to get here. We want to have a challenge. My sister's already puckered up. It took her 2 days to get over this.
Oh yeah, that stuff is put your tongue on fire.
The bomb. And yeah, hey, she's put some on her finger and she's like, oh my God.
That one's a Reaper and Ghost Chili.
Yep, it's got the ghost pepper. It ain't really hot compared to some. It's only like 200,000 or 300,000 or something.
That's what we call for a minute.
Yeah, take you a little dabble, do ya?
You're gonna become a giant.
I dare you.
I already done it.
I mean,
Take a shot glass full of it.
no,
Oh man.
No, I ain't gonna even kill me.
I mean,
You don't. She's already getting the damn catalog out and want me to kill this. Take this stuff. It's gonna kill me. I am so unwanted. Wanted. Yeah, she's gonna give me a little. Oh, damn! That stuff is hot.
Damn, that'd be a hell of a.
Yeah, you can't smell. You probably can't taste it.
Well, like I said earlier, I was going to go to Fort Worth Harley Davidson. That's 12 hours, 856 miles. Then I punched in, well, let's go to Scottsdale to that world's largest Harley dealer. That's another 1,000 miles.
Yeah, it's across the country almost.
Yeah.
I think
You
just
going with me?
On the tree.
Yeah, you going with me, Sick?
oh, you're muted.
He's muted.
Who's muted?
I did. I muted me.
There you go.
What you sipping there, old Mac?
What'd you say, Mr. Gregory? I heard sick.
Lychee.
I said, you going to ride to Scottsdale, Arizona with me?
Oh, yeah, I'll go there. Absolutely. Why not? I'll go there. When you want to go?
We'll go sometime this summer.
All right. In the summer?
You should go during Bike Week.
Bike week.
Bike Week up in Scottsdale.
They have Bike Week there?
Yeah, and they have like the Monster Energy people out there doing the jumps and stuff and the drift event. And
You want to go see the Dead and Company at the Sphere in March?
that'd be a good time.
On the floor. I'll never get seats again. I want to be on the floor. The floor is
Move
where
around
it's
down
at.
there.
The floor is where it's at.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine wanted to go to Fort Worth too. He said, I can't afford the motel room, man. I said, look, dude, I'm not sleeping on the ground. I said, it ain't going to cost no more. I mean, I'm going to have to get a motel room anyway.
Yeah.
Got to check out the Stockyards in Fort Worth. That's a super old, cool cowboy town.
Motel 8.
And they got that big old bar with the bull riding inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fort Worth is sick.
Yeah, that was really not Angel Face. She just kept her thing going. So whoever she is, she me or I guess she's coming directly through me. That's good. Hard to say.
Where's that? I wonder where Angel Face is.
She's in Canada.
Canada? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is she from BC or is she on this side of Canada?
I think she's on the left side. Above you, Mr. Mac.
Oh, up in British Columbia, BC.
Yeah, I think maybe up there or Alberta or something. I'm not sure. BC, I think. I think it's BC.
Oh, really?
That's where Red Rider's from, too.
Oh, Red Rider.
Let's have a little shot of this tequila.
Yeah, get you one of those, man.
A little shot glass. We're gonna have some tequila here.
Put a little shot of that nuclear hot in there.
I get goosebumps every time Red Rider's name is mentioned.
You know what would happen, Ray, if by some chance, and if things was different, and you did get a date with Red, with Angel, you know what she'd say the next day? I felt old age creeping up on me.
Oh, shit, Mr. Mac.
Yeah, old age creeping up on me.
No, she'll be thinking about what to say at my funeral, my viewing.
Can't make that up.
Because she probably killed me.
Oh,
Heart stopper.
wow, it killed me.
You might be watching.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah, she probably killed an old man like me.
I left the bong in the kitchen. What is wrong with me?
What a way to go, Ray.
What a way to go.
Way to go, Ace.
Well, I'm telling you, that hot sauce down there.
Yeah. That's, get your sinuses
nose,
going. Yep.
Okay. Who's going to come over and have a shot with me? Huh? You're not going to have a shot with me?
I'm not having a shot with you, but I'm not here over there. My hair looks terrible.
Mr. Mac, keeping the doctors away with the what is it? What you drinking, Mr. Mac?
Where's the bottle at? What?
Tequila and nuclear hot sauce.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Holy mother of God.
That and hot sauce.
Yeah.
This is what we drink.
Boy, oh boy.
She's going to tip her glass over here. Here we go. Watch it. Over this way. Right here.
Man, that's a double.
That's a double. Right.
Zing!
Yeah, that's fine stuff right there.
And you know, tequila don't make you tired.
It don't. Yeah,
You know, it doesn't make you. It's not. It's tequila's got like no sugar in it either.
Yeah,
Right,
tequila makes your clothes fall off.
Tequila makes your clothes fall off. Yes, Mr. Gregory. I can contest to that. I have seen that happen.
Well, my wife could too.
Tequila because it's
She's not here, so
yes.
I can say that.
This has got probiotics in it.
Oh shit, that's fantastic.
Look at this. Let me show you the crazy thing right here.
What?
And it says right here, the first thing it says, no sugar. Let me see. Can you see that? It says
No sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it says, next one says, no carbs. Everything I'm talking about, it says 64. It says got 64 calories per serving. And this, whoever heard of buying liquor to stay healthy, right?
No, you got
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I'm all. If it's going to keep you well, I'm for it.
hey, it's good for diabetics.
no sugar. Good
That's
for
right.
that.
No sugar. No sugar.
They don't add sugar. They already got sugar because it's vodka.
Yeah.
Potato is sugar.
Oh yeah, it's alcohol.
Yeah, so it's already got sugar, potato sugar.
But sugar alcohol is really good for a diabetic. That's what they said in the clinic. If you're going to have any kind of candy, make sure you get it with sugar alcohol.
Yeah, but you eat too much of it and see what happens.
Yeah. Your clothes fall
It's
off.
not good for you.
That is really mild tequila.
I think everything is probably you want to take everything in moderation, especially when you get over 84.
Now, this is really good mild tequila. You don't burn your throat. It's good.
Yep.
Now you gotta eat one of your gummies.
Yeah, hey, here we go. We got to do this.
Do the gummy. He eats a gummy. We're gonna go buy electrical lights. He'll be killing himself in a pot in the ceiling.
Yeah.
He'll be blazing.
See, I gotta hang LED lights.
Yeah, it's gonna be fired up before we get up on the ceiling.
Come on, you light my fire. Now this right here is a blueberry gummy. I can only get the little booger out.
Those ones 10 milligram.
Oh,
Yeah, it is 10 milligrams.
it's
yeah.
two. It's two.
No, it's
10
10.
each.
It's 10. It's 100 total. 10 per each.
Yeah, each. THC.
Just THC, like at 10 grams.
Oh, is those the wild
No.
brand ones?
CBD 10. 10 and 10. It's called 2 in 1.
2 in 1, 10.
Yeah.
And yeah,
You got both of them in there.
here's that little
You got
sweet
both.
morsel right here, sugar coated.
You got your
Cheers.
THC, half and half. CBD
Oh.
and THC.
What you do is you take up your tequila.
And the CBD is 10.
Mix it.
Ask them, can they buy that drink now that's got the CBD in it and THC? You can buy it over at the grocery store.
In Florida.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. They're in Washington. They're advertising it. All the kids are changing from liquor to the soda that you can buy in the store that's got THC and CBD in it.
Yeah, it's a Keef soda.
Yeah, whatever. There's something new up here. I haven't found it yet.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it sick?
No.
I haven't seen it
Is
yet,
it?
but it's on TV.
They have it here in.
We got a
Yeah.
grape one and a root beer one.
What is it?
really? They showed the
Medicated soda.
Oh.
but it's
Yeah.
no law against it. So you can buy it. Anybody has it.
Last year we bought Angelique a raspberry soda. She was asleep for 8 hours after when she drank that bottle of raspberry
You can't buy
soda.
no more.
She could not wake up for 8 hours.
Yeah,
She
they'll
was
knock you
gone.
out.
Oh,
Good night.
I've never seen anything like it.
Ooh, I didn't do this. Yes. You feel like tequila instantly.
Well, last night we were in there. Now what we just had candy, didn't we? Last night,
Eggnog.
and candy. But I had a rum and coke.
You had a rum and coke, yeah?
You
and
made
I
it
had
for me.
eggnog. You didn't have eggnog.
Well, I had a rum and coke, and then I ate one of those chocolate candy bars, and I'm gonna tell you, woo, buddy,
Yeah,
I'm not used to heavy stuff like that.
yeah, he had light head.
I was walking like I was stepping on eggshells on the floor. You know, I was picking my feet up. You know.
Oh, and you're talking on the thing all the time.
Yeah, we're on
You're high
here.
as a kite.
Well, she said I was high as a kite on here.
You're
I
talking
don't-
straight.
Now, Ray, you saw me. Did I look like I was stoned?
Well, you just
All I needed is a bed to lay in like sick over there. I could look like sick, couldn't I?
I gotta put a new pump on.
At the casino and get that card for $25 gift. But only today.
So you got to go to a casino to get it?
Yeah. It's the only way down. I asked her would she shop at Macy's. I don't shop at Macy's. This way not South. But Macy's is a good store to shop at. She said, yeah. She might
Shirley.
No,
Oh.
Angelique, which in the shop. Because I can give it to anybody I want to. I always get them, and sometimes I give them to Shirley. I don't even use them, so.
My sister is a lifetime member at the Muckleshoot Indian Casino. She's, they know her by first name, you know. Good evening. Good evening, Lady Joyce. Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, could I hold your wallet for you?
They text me all the time. Don't forget, we got a special going just for
They
you.
like to see old
Just
widow
for
women
you.
showing up. They go, yep, here comes another. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
we
here
got-
she's coming back. She's
Yeah.
bringing that bag full of old gold coins again. Look at her.
Give you $100 of free play.
No, they don't have a
No, our big Indians here are called the Muckleshoot.
tights.
Huh?
They're real tight up at this.
Oh, she said the casino's really tight.
Yeah, you don't win nothing.
Ours ain't too bad. Ours will give you a food voucher and then like $100 usually a
They
free
don't even
play.
do that. They don't even do that.
Dang.
No, you get a bonus sometime, and it depends on how much you play. Right now, you can get a Macy's card, a $25 card, where other people can get a $50 card or a $100 card. Depends on how much you lose. Yeah, I didn't make going very often. But that's the way it goes. That's all they give, some dumb thing like that, or a pot and a pan. You don't get no free dinners. You don't get no free anything. Oh, you can get a free room right now because they're opening up their hotel. You go there now and you get a free room. Yeah, it's nice. You want to go down and stay at the fancy restaurant? Oh, you could have signed in down there and stayed 2 days, Jerry, free. Down at the casino having royalty. Yeah. Good, think of
Sounds
that.
good.
Man,
Not
those are really flavorful. I can see why people like those things.
well, you're getting better. That's he's already high when he starts talking like that.
I'll tell you what happened to me last year. Okay, so I haven't seen my family in a long time, and I come up here, and my daughter, she had to schedule to have a day off so she could come and see. She works up at the Canadian border, and all right. So when they drove down, Joyce and I already got like 3 sheets in the wind. What was we was doing? I bought some Kush or something or other, and we was doing that.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, we were doing
Green
that.
sour apple and
Oh, sour apples divine.
yes, and
She had a sack full of them.
Jerry couldn't keep a train of thought. We was talking to him, staring in space. What Jerry said?
I looked like you were sick that one time a couple of months ago when you went into a trance and you were sitting there said he's froze up again. Somebody bump him.
Somebody push him. Somebody pinch him.
That was Jerry on sour
So,
apple.
on sour apples, my daughter came to the door and I went out there and I had to apologize to her because she had never seen her dad wasted before. She never seen me that wasted.
I know. She said,
Sorry, kid. Foobar.
he was telling a story. In the middle of the story, he just stopped. We're all sitting around waiting for him to finish.
I was froze up.
And he just stood. He said, "What? What's wrong?" We're waiting for you to finish your sentence.
I thought I did.
Remember,
Well, inside my head, the story was going on, but none of the words were coming out.
And that was
Yeah.
sour.
Replaying in your head.
Wait till he tell you the story. What happened to all that on the way home?
What happened?
You lost it all on the cup of the car.
What do you mean? Oh.
Yes, all
right. So
for hundreds of dollars.
So we get this supply of stuff. It's going to last us for quite a while. I spent $400 on mine a little bit. And my daughter gave me birthday gifts and all that stuff in those things.
Yeah.
So we had a container like this. We was in Clinton, Oklahoma. And when we got up that morning, we was packing the car up. I saw the jug sitting up on the roof of the car on the Mustang GT. When we roll down out of there, and I'm now on Route 66, and going across the Panhandle, over in Oklahoma. I said, check and see behind the seat if that container is back there. It wasn't. It rolled off the car and it was left up there in Clinton.
Somebody's happy.
Somebody hit the jackpot.
I got a friend that's in a wheelchair.
Right. 275.
I bought him a jar that big around of already rolled Kush. They're all packed little cigarettes all around here. I bought him a jar like this because he's in a wheelchair and he's in a lot of pain, and he can do that. He takes it out of the little ready rolls of cigarettes and he puts it in a machine and grinds up like powder, like Sick does. And then he puts a little bit in his bong and then, yeah, he's feeling good then.
All over.
Hey, Toga. Oi, oi.
Oi, oi, Tolga.
Toga.
Oh, I like the Belushi brothers. Yeah, when they did all those National Lampoon vacations and stuff like that. When they had the party, the Toga party at the university.
Yeah.
Toga.
That's what I always think of.
Yeah, them guys was wild and crazy guys. Well, they're in there decorating the Christmas tree. I promised them I would take them shopping, but I'm going to need something serious to drink before I can get out in that traffic. It can be dangerous. These guys, they drive in this rain like you won't believe. It's like Mario Andretti with wet tires on, you know. Well, guys, let me go ahead and finish up here. I'm going to say good morning. I got to spend 3 hours and 47 minutes with you. I enjoyed it, Ray. You keep an eye out on these kids here, make them stay safe, especially keep an eye on sick.
Your shot's going to take over in a minute.
Oh yeah.
She's been watching me. She thinks any second I'm just fixing to go to flip out, you know.
The gummy's gonna kick in.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
He'll slide off that bench in a minute.
Anybody have anything to say? Well, pass it around here. Let's start with Ray right there. Ray, you got anything with it? And just pass it around.
No, enjoyed it. Waiting on the old lady to get home where I can unload the groceries out of the truck because I know she ain't going to do it. She'll be tooting the horn when she comes by to let me know she's home. But you have a good time, Mac. I'm sure we'll see you again before you come home. So.
Oh, yeah. We're going to try to squeeze in every time we get a chance. We'll jump in and
okay.
Find a place.
Man. We miss you, man.
Yeah. I might do a backyard live after a while.
Be sure to send like a,
Notice.
What do you call it? Make sure I get a notification. Or I'll have to turn it on. I'll go over on your page and turn your notification on. Make sure I get alerted.
Yeah.
Okay. You should. As soon as I go live, everybody should get an alert.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see y'all after a while. Have a good
All right,
Sunday.
Mr. Mack. So long, Mr. Gregor.
Be safe
All
out
right,
there,
Lyle.
Mac. Bye, Ray. See you
Don't
soon.
do nothing I can't do.
Yeah. Doesn't think much.